Hello and welcome to the final round of the World Touring Masters, round 9, 12th race of the season, and we're live from Mount Panorama for this championship showdown, and I'm joined once again in the booth by Mr. Keith Berwick.
Hello Ryan, it's been a long season, I'm looking forward to this race.
Yeah, it's been an epic season also as well, and it's boiled down to 3 contenders.
Yes, it has, and I mean there's a number of potential outcomes. We'll get into that a little bit as we go through a couple things here, but I expect fireworks here.
Now, here are the standings that we're talking about. The 3 contenders for the race with 185 points available in total for the winner, for leading lap, fastest lap, pole position, and winning the race, of course. So it's all to play for, really, with Peter Davillard, Ben Crooks, and Toby Davis. Those are the 3 protagonists that we'll be following. Chris Butcher and Tommy Ojala round up the top 5 in the championship so far. Tommy Ojala, of course, of course, the last round winner at Trois-Rivières. Superb win it was as well, around the 62 laps of that track. Gregory de Grief, the reigning champion, has dropped to 6th now after missing 3 races now. Anders Nielsen 7th, Ivo Simons is 8th. 9th, 10th and 11th is interesting, with a very tight battle between Steve Davis, Gary Lennon and Jay Adji. In 12th position, Kelvin van der Linde. 13th, Jesper Tolborg, who's only had 3 races in the season so far, so he's done brilliantly to get up to 13th in the table. And he's been one of the top contenders here today, of course, one of the spoilers in the championship, I guess you could call him. Michael Helen, of course, runner-up last year, is now down to 14th after missing much of the season also. Andy Oakley, Charles Stenbeck, Volkov, Bordeaux, Egbeer, and our video maker, Jari Venari, in 20th position, rounding out those top 20 positions. But as we were saying, Keith, there are some spoilers in the championship party between obviously Davis, Davillard, and Crooks, and who are those going to be?
Well, I noticed you did mention Aaron Sparrow. It could be a potential spoiler. Basically, anyone that's driving a Holden at this point, because we are at Bathurst, Mount Panorama, and the Holden just has a distinct advantage here if you're able to maintain it through the mountain. Basically, just get it out front and try passing that the car that's actually built 2 cars wide.
There is a couple of guest drivers, so we've got a few guest drivers here today who are quite quick. The 3 that spring to mind, really, are Tom Drabble, he's driving the Holden, Aaron Maspero's in the Sierra, and Adam Vaughan is in the Rover. So those 3 drivers might be a spoiler in the series. And also we're going to go for a lap, a new feature in WTM this season for the final race. We're going to go for a lap around the circuit with Mr. Toby Davis. Let's go on board with him now, and he's in the booth and going to talk us through a lap with him around this track. Welcome, Mr. Toby.
Hello, can you hear me all right?
We can indeed.
Excellent.
Just on board with you now. Talk us through this lap, Toby. Tell us what's needed to go quickly here.
Precision is the word. You've got to turn in from every single white line, hit the apex every time, which I haven't done. Yeah, and also try and keep momentum through some of the tighter parts coming up now. So, for example, here you want to be on the power earlier, get it nice and wide, get the car in for the apex, clip the curb, run out wide onto the outside curb. Now here you can almost be flat out through all of this section, but a little bit of a lift tidies the car up nicely. McPhillamy, get it in right onto the exit of the curb.
It's a wonderful section, Skyline, S's and Dipper. Really very, very challenging this. You're going to do this 49 laps consecutively. How are you looking forward to that?
Not very much. It's very easy to lose the back end in braking through there, but yeah, it's a lot harder with old hard tyres. Onto Conrod now. Conrod, in a slipstream in this area, you can reach about 167 mph. So it's one of the better cars. It's not as good as the Holden, but it's one of the best top speeds I've seen. So I'm fairly confident about making a move stick coming into the chase now.
Absolutely, going into the chase flat out all as well.
If you hook the wheel up on the inside curb here, it pulls you around. So that's change here.
I'll tell you the drivers.
Yeah.
And now down into the final corner, Murray's. Of course, the final corner as well is also a frustrating corner because you kind of expect it to open up, but it never does. And it was ended up running wide there.
Yeah, me too.
So thank you for that, Toby. We'll let you get back to...
No problem.
Best of luck today, Toby.
Thank you very much, guys.
Best of luck, Toby.
Cheers.
Let's go through some of those championship positions, Keith. The different scenarios.
Well, okay. First off, the big thing to remember is there is 3 points for pole position. Correct? We got 3 points for pole.
Two for pole.
Oh, sorry. I was thinking something else. You get 2 points for pole position, a point for fastest lap of the race, and a point for leading a lap as well. So these are all things that need to be considered because we're coming down to literally just one point difference between specific drivers. The scenario that lies out for Toby right now is he needs a first, a pole, a fastest lap, Ben Crooks to finish third or worse, Peter Duivelar to finish fifth or worst. That's what he needs to end up finishing to tie with Peter Duivelar, but he would win with the overall wins. That's the situation for Toby. Now, I was just actually while he was doing that lap, I'm just figuring out for Ben. You'll have to just bear with me here.
More shot at it as well. The thing with Duivelar is the minimum points he can say everyone DNF'd, for example.
Yes.
Or they finish very low down in the points. Let's say below, say they're towards the back end of the top 20 or something terrible goes wrong for all of them. The advantage Peter has, it's only a small advantage of course, it's only a small chance this will happen, but he has a 24-point drop score to come, so that will be the minimum he will score for this race.
Yes,
so if he
minimum.
scores below that, he will score 24 points, and that means that Toby Davis, to win the title, has to come P8 and get fastest lap and pole and lead a lap.
Okay.
To be able to so he's got to finish the top 8 at least.
Yeah, and I
any
mean,
chance at all.
we're also not. We got to remember here that he is the long shot in the championship. Ben Crooks. I've started saying his name. I have to continue doing it now. All season I've gone with it, and it's the end of the season. We got to talk about it now. He's only sitting 31 points back. Okay, and 31 points difference is first to third. Oh no, well he from first to third is 34 points. So. Take away the pole. I personally, with the speed of the Holden here, I think the pole is going to be a tough thing to grab. But it looks like in the timing right now, Toby actually is holding the top spot over that Holden. So you might see a man possessed here coming from the long shot booth. But as
we might do, and yeah, carry on.
Well, no, I was going to say, and the other driver that you did mention that could be a spoiler or also help out the long shot Toby is Aaron Maspero, who's now sitting in third position, just squeaking ahead of Peter Duivelar. So,
exactly, yeah, there's plenty of outside factors, isn't there? It's going to be quite exciting.
Oh,
because
yes.
The Holdens will start mixing it. There's no doubt about that because they've got that massive long straight. I mean, coming out the first corner, you've got a long straight away, and they're going to make epic places up down there.
Oh, I know. And you know what? I think we're going to have a blast going through the field and following the Holdens. And I think we're going to see, you know how we've seen in the past few races, it feels like everyone's gotten comfortable with each other racing tight. Next race at Trois Rivières, we were running with a train of like 10 cars, So I think we'll see the same thing here, especially through the S's where, there's generally just one line up on the top of the mountain, right?
And some exemplary behaviour in the world, in the World Touring Masters at Trois Rivières, of course, as well. There was very few incidents. There was no actual incidents apart from Toby just nicking Peter in the pit. That was about it. And that was more of an unfortunate incident than anything else. And yet we've seen in other series, recently have used Trois Rivières, that they've had plenty of incidents. In their races, so the World Tour Masters boys deserve a bit of congratulations for that, really.
Yeah, no, exactly. I mean,
going to qualifying, Keith.
Fantastic.
Who's your tip for pole?
I'm gonna go with Ross Steele and Sex Appeal, Anders Nilsson, just because that Holden it just looks so beautiful at this track, and it just seems like it belongs here, don't you think?
It does. It just makes me grin every time I watch it because I'm going past people at stupendous rates or going around corners sideways. It just looks fantastic.
Yeah.
It has been a massive entertainment factor this season.
Oh, for sure. And his drive back at Pukekohe, I believe it was. I'm bad with. It
was Pukekohe. You keep getting confused between Pukekohe and Laguna.
Yes, that's
Although
right.
How anyone can do that, I'm not quite sure.
I'm not sure either. But then again, it is me, right? Who are you picking for pole? I know you already did your pick, but who do you pick?
I did my pick, and I'm going to stick by it. Talborg.
Talborg. Oh, okay. All right.
You know about Talborg from from Bathurst, of course.
Yes, I do. Talborg,
Yeah.
he always practices with race fuel in, and that is one of his the Iceman's key tricks. Is he will lull you into thinking it's a false sense of security heading into qualifying, and I've been fallen victim to it many times.
But he's a quick driver anyway. I don't think he really needs to even show his pace half the time.
No.
But here is Toby Davis. We'll stick with him for his lap because
Yes,
Jesper Talborg's
yeah.
just behind as well. So we'll watch both of them together.
This
I
will
think
be a
Talbot
really
will back
good
off just a little
gauge.
bit.
This will be a really good gauge too of if because Toby was the pace setter in practice. This will be a really good gauge if Talborg will be able to keep the pace in quali here. I'm sure he will though.
Anders Nielsen came fourth last year in Talborg's car.
Oh,
so,
did he?
Yeah, so the car has plenty of form at this track. Exciting race last season. We had the top four within 2 seconds at the end of the race. But the two championship contenders, Helen and De Grief, went off at the first corner during that. And Stadler and Reese Nuttenboom had a massive battle. Stadler in the Volvo, Reese in the Sierra. Massive battle for the rest of the race with Nielsen tagging along as well. Until De Grief caught them up and passed them, and then threw it away right here in the chase on the last lap. Went through the gravel and handed the win to Stadler, but managed to keep ahead of Nielsen and Nottenboom just about in the last corner. Had to just go right to the inside and make sure they didn't get past. But
always
super
excitement.
that season. It was.
TM.
It was an excellent race, and of course this track breeds excitement as well. You can race bicycles around here, and it would be entertaining.
That, you know what? Maybe we should do that as a pre-season event at some point.
We could do the soapbox mod off the top of the mountain.
Oh, that'd be
Set it
so.
up on the skyline.
Oh, that would be phenomenal. All right. Well, Toby Davis is starting his first hot lap here.
Let's go on board with him for the top lap. Yeah, let's go on board with him. Oh, if I actually click in the right window, thank you. Head between the walls up the hill here. Really have to drag. You have to get a great exit there from Griffin's Bend into the cutting now because it's so uphill and there's quite a long straight as well. Get it into there. Keep it right in the camber. Keep the pound smoother. This corner here looks very easy, but it's not because it's got a bit of a crest in there. It's very easy for the rear wheels to lose grip. Bump over the tree now through Summerton Park, into Reed, down into Frog Hollow, and over. This is Reed, sorry, and now we're down into McPhillamy as well, which is a super fast blind left-hander. You can use the curve on the right hand side to kind of sight the corner for you though, so it's not quite a difficult corner to blind be. But this really is blind, straight down the hill. You can't see anything as you come down. If you're still dragging the brakes as you go over the crest, the rear wheels will lock and you will crash into the tyres. Now it's squirting it through turn 14, 15, 16, 17, now into Forest Elbow. Keep it right in to the inside here. Just keep it neat and tidy onto Conrod Straight. Toby just tapping the wall with his rear end there, but nothing untoward. Now he's shooting down Conrod Straight. Phenomenal speed down here. Over the crest is going to come. And watch him through the chase. Flat out into the
all of
down
that
the
track.
hill. It's brilliant. Down the hill, braking so hard on the downhill braking zone as well. Get it into one side, out the other side. Try not to push too hard on the exit because it's slightly off camber. It pushes you out wide, and Toby did run on the curb a little bit. Now over the crest and down to the final corner, Murray's 23rd corner on this track, and they've got to do 49 laps of this. Sideways out the last corner. The line's just there, and it's a 2:15.7, so already a 15 from Davis, 16.5 from Jesper Talborg. Great lap there from Davis, on board with him, and immediately the back of the pits, and immediately out he goes once again. Ojala 16.9, Davelar 16.8. Very much a Sierra track, it seems, this track as well. So Davis has gone back out again. Let's head out. We'll go now with Jesper Talborg because he's decided to do another lap on those softs.
Maybe pop on to Nilsson because he's going to be finishing his lap, and he just he hasn't finished it. He hasn't finished it yet.
Steve Davis 5th. We're trying to get through them all because they're all.
There's Nilsson right there. A little bit of traffic.
Lots of traffic, but that actually shouldn't be a problem for the Holden.
No, he probably no. Pass him.
Yeah, maybe not, because they're slipstreaming up ahead, aren't they?
Yeah, they are a fair bit.
Look at how much he gains, though. Just by the end of the straight, it's a scary bit.
Unbelievable.
175 miles an hour, flat out into there, trying to break the car, stop the car!
Oh, no!
Just about. Just going up there, it must have had his eyes on springs as Anders came raging up behind him. Anders going to finish his lap there. I don't think it's a quick lap from Anders. 2:11.12. It's going to be at least a 17, I think.
Now he's really going to need to get himself some clear track. Like he's going to need to he probably cooked his tires, but he probably should pit, take some new tires, regroup, and take like a flying lap at it, because it seems obviously Toby knows something. He wants fresh tires when he's trying to best his time.
But here is a championship leader. We haven't talked about him very much. He is the favourite to take the overall title. He's led the season from start to finish.
I know, it is a little unfair we don't talk about him, but he's just so consistent. You just always expect him to be there, I mean, but that is what it makes a champion.
I tell a lie. He's left from round 2, because obviously the grief from the first round. So I tell a lie, but he has pretty much led the entire season. Let's go on board with Jesper Torsborg, because he's most about to finish his lap, coming out of the chase. Flicking one curve, flicking the other curve. I mean, how did you find this track when you drove it in the 80cc?
I mean, it was actually one of the first times I had driven this track ever. I mean, I've always watched it and everything, but to drive it is just it's phenomenal, and to race it is something. It's almost magical. Ooh, and Jesper just
flat from Jesper.
Ooh, he's going to get some fresh tires
as well.
Wow. So what do you think?
That's good.
You know what? You did predict the Iceman, and you've been pretty good with your predictions. And Dweevelar just ekes out Ben Crooks now for 3rd position.
And does Maspero in 5th. Here he is in the Dick Johnson. This is campaigned earlier in the season by Carlos Diaz, and Aaron Maspero going quite a bit faster than Carlos did.
Cameron Diaz.
And look at this lot. coming out of the pit. What's going on here? Taking
out the sides. Hey, Ryan, we do have a guest follow watching along today, Standa Österdal from the 20-hour Rennen series. Just wanted to give him a shout out for tuning in for the final race of the season.
Oh, that's nice. So hello to Standa, a big friend of ours, of course.
Yeah, this is going to be I mean, even watching qualifying is interesting here. It's just, it seems to be like a battle every time you're on the track at this place.
And of course, this boy won his first WTM race at the last round at Trois Rivières.
Oh, yeah.
So never count him out. And his tactic of just never hitting the wall worked. He brought that car back in just beautiful shape. Not a...
Yeah, I know, that was phenomenal.
Look at the tip of the track as you go down here, Keith. It's amazing, the descent as you go down. In fact, it's so twisty and tight as well. Eric Tveit comes up into 8th position overall. I should show you the rest of the positions, actually. Steve Davis in 9th, Gary Lennon in 10th. This pit strategy is going to be something like 2 stops, I think, for the heavier cars, Keith. But the lighter car is going to try 1 stop, simply because... they're not going to beat the faster cars on this particular track by doing the same strategy. So
sorry to interrupt, Ryan. Big news: Muchacho takes 2nd position by he's back only 0.02 of a second of Toby Davis. Huge news. And you know what? What did he say? And he said before the race, he says, "Keith, I'm going to win this race." verbatim. Chris Butcher, words from Butchie's mouth.
And what happened to Toby at the last V8 event, Keith? He tripped over a dog?
Yeah, I heard about that. That's was something else.
Fastest lap again for Toby Davis, 2:15.334. I know we're just joking about that, but that's a 3:34, so that's another 0.4 of a second he's taken out to Butcher. So Toby Davis is flexing his muscle here, showing what he can do. And Torborg's going to start his lap as well. Who else is coming to the end of the lap? Dweevelar just starting his lap. Crooks just starting his lap as well. Not quite sure why they're so close together. Sure, it would make more sense to come apart from each other. There's Aaron Maspero. He's halfway round his lap. Tommy Jola's coming out now. And is Nielsen starting his lap? Let's find someone who's actually on a hot lap and near the end of it. It would be nice.
Yeah.
Here is another guest driver in a Holden who might be a bit of a thorn in the side. Joan Valls from Spain, I think. Hopefully. Now I've said it, I hope he is. There's Woodland getting eaten alive down the straight by the Holden.
Look at how big that car looks too. I mean,
it's that silly body kit.
I know.
It's got a massive spoiler on the back.
Well, it's got to try to keep. Oh, look at how wide it is too. Easy boys.
Wukash is obviously trying to do his lap at the same time as Jones trying to do his, and Jones did 2:17.4, improved by, I think, did he improve there? I'm not quite sure. Improved by a little bit, yes, by a couple of places. Tom Dravel is here, 2:17.6, 13th on the grid at the moment. I would expect him to be a bit further up, so look out for him to put a good lap in later on. Let's run you through the rest of the field. There's Paul Bordeaux back in 21st. He won't be happy with that. Matt Clark, another guest driver. Tim Brook also way back there. Won't be happy with that either. Getting beaten by his 05 Motorsport and fellow M3 driver teammate Steve Davis. Those two have a big rivalry going. Big friends, but big rivals as well. Look at Tom Gravel sideways into Griffin Bend. And out of Griffin's Bend as well. Look at that. So Holden is really hanging on.
Also noticed Lee Palmer has yet to complete a lap, which is a little bit frightening. The 106% rule. What's the cutoff going to be at the time we're at right now?
You're the maths genius.
Okay, well then let me just get my calculator out. Hold on a second, Ryan. I'm going to get my calculator. 1 second
Big
here.
glasses on as well.
Yeah, I actually already got him on.
Anders Nielsen going to complete his lap. He's not fastest in any of the sectors, but that's to be expected because the fastest sector is the final sector for the Holden. He's sideways up the final turn once again. Not going to be a good lap though. 18.2. Still 8th overall. 1.8 seconds off the pole position time of Toby Davis. Toby Davis did whine to me that nobody would do below 15.5. So 0.5. Ben Crooks is starting the lap. Peter Davilar also as well. None of them are improving at the moment. They're all kind of shot their bolt, it seems, slightly. 8 minutes to go in qualifying. Andy Oakley in 15th. Wayne Morgan 16th. JRG 17th. It's going to be a long, hard afternoon for the low power cars, isn't it, Keith? They're going to have to really just keep consistent lines, make sure they carry the speed over the top of the mountain, and try and make sure they can only do a one stop here, because otherwise, you know, they're definitely going to be out of the running overall.
And don't hit the wall. Simple, easy
wall.
explanation. Do not hit any walls. That's all you got to remember. But the cutoff is going to be 2 minutes and 39 seconds at this point. So looks like everyone's in under the 106%.
Are you sure about that?
You know what? I don't think I am. My math has been really off lately.
I just put the calculator on in the server as well. Whoops. The shortcut key works in the server and on my computer. Okay, so,
yeah.
So a 2:15.3.
It's 135 seconds, right?
Yeah.
And then you times it by 1.06, and that's 143. Then divide it by 60 is 2 minutes 38.5.
2:23.
Okay, well then you're right.
So
I'm going to win today, Ryan.
It's not going to win if it's a math contest.
No, I'm definitely not winning.
Winning. Duh.
Okay, so as it sits right now, I think we only have one driver outside of the 106%, because Lee Palmer finally did throw his lap down. Actually, it was a 2:19, which is pretty good considering, but it took him 7 laps to finally get his 2:19. So right now, only Tomasz Demelin is the only one outside of the 106%.
He should be out in track at the moment, I would guess.
When we seem to have a couple of drivers left. Ole Marius Mirvold has left the game. Not sure why. Hopefully he's not having any technical issues. He's actually joining for the AGTC preseason event this Friday as well, too, which should be some fun.
That should be. And where's that been held at?
We're holding that at Spa for a 90-minute endurance race with 2 times tire and 2 times fuel wear. For anyone competing, it's open to anybody. If you complete 50% of the laps, you'll be entered into a draw to win the Simbin GT Power Pack. So I believe there's 6 spots left, and I can open another 3 up if there's more interest. So anyone interested, head over to the Touring Pro Series forums. You'll be able to find it from there.
Excellent stuff. And Eric Veit has come into 8th position with a 2:17.0.
That's phenomenal. That is awesome. Well. That's for.
Big incident. Chris Butcher spinning around and around. Tolborg's been through here also as well. Oh, there's Tolborg almost taking him out. Oh, Tolborg's had a crash as well. Let's just watch that on the replay. If I actually press the right button, would be helpful. Let's just fast forward it. There's Butcher spinning just up ahead, and there's poor Tolborg trying to avoid him. Oh. And obviously couldn't do and clipped the inside wall and down. That's what can happen at this track during the race, for example. That's just a pilot we saw in the ATCC. Actually, someone disappeared over the fence.
Yes, yeah. Well, and let's just
Tolborg's fault.
Well, let's just hope that Toby Davis doesn't spin on his own like he did at Trois Rivières, right at the start of the race and take out the entire field.
Do you know what? You know what he did? You know why he spun at Warren? Yeah.
Why was that?
Because he was checking the championship position.
Oh, that's
on
right.
his
Yes.
laptop.
Well,
Why?
I know. Well, okay, you need to focus on one thing.
What more can you do apart from win the race? Oh well.
I know.
That's Toby,
Good fun.
that's Toby Davis for you. That's why we love him.
Yeah, I know. I mean, the guy loves racing. You know, he is so dedicated to racing. I think he's done. Well, he's done. What did he say? 600 laps or something like that of practice.
Over 1,000.
Over 1,000. So, that's how dedicated he wants this championship bad. It's just he's got to make it happen. And we just did lose Toby Davis.
Ooh. I'm sure it'll be okay. Of course, the beauty of R-Fatch is that when you come back into the server, you don't lose the lap time that you set.
Yes.
Which is a phenomenal feature. I'm not sure why it's taken out of other games, but there you go. And Gary Leonard's on lap as well. He'll be struggling a little bit in the Alpha. Over the top of the mountain, though, it'll be a bit of abuse, especially out the cutting with the extra bit of torque that this car has compared to its weight. It's probably quite beautiful out of the cutting, and now you just float it around the track.
Yeah, one thing I noticed also when we fought
through the tree as well.
We were in the pits. We were in the pits with Jesper. Is that the intro video playing on all the TV cameres?
Yeah,
or like the TVs. That is awesome.
That's pretty cool.
I love that.
That's the ORSM guys for you. They built the TV stand in, and all I have to do is just add the video. Well, name it the right name, as Gary Lennon overshoots the dipper by quite a hefty margin. Carries through the lap though, not quite sure why, but maybe he fancies he carried so much speed into there that it was worth carrying on. And too much speed into there as well. Such a difficult corner because you want to carry so much speed into there, but you realise that you have to get back across the track for his elbow also as well. And we're not going to get a split time, unfortunately, for Garrett. There we are, 2.2 down, so it's not going to improve his lap time here. Let's go back with the leaders.
Well, also
ninth, just about to finish his lap. 16.3 for Anders Nielsen,
nice.
So he goes
nice.
Fifth. He goes fifth. Without that little slide out the last corner, would he have improved?
He could.
Enough.
He might have actually been down below Jesper.
Yeah, might be fourth. And Jesper's on a lap. Here he is.
Yeah, just getting...
Toby Davis is back into the game also as well, so that's not nothing to panic about.
Yeah, I was just speaking with Martin from Multi-BC. There was just, a couple people were just saying there was a slight bit of lag. He's just going to pop and warm up and just have a quick look to see if there's some settings. But I'm watching the stream myself. I don't see it lagging at all. So maybe it's just per individuals' connections, I would say.
Absolutely. As Jesper Torborg is 2 tenths down in the first sector, so it's not too far off. It's a long lap here, of course, so we'll see what he can do. He'll fancy himself to improve to second at least, I would guess. Please get pole, Jesper, because I need the points for the prediction game. I'm a second in that in the standings there, and sideways out of there.
And who's leading? Is that Butchie?
It's Ivo Simons is leading that. Butchie was leading about 3 rounds ago, but now he's back to 5th, and he's pretty much failed in the last 3 races to predict. And 2 tenths down still, Jesper Torborg, but that means he was a bit faster over the top of the mountain than Toby was. So let's see what he can do down the straight, using all the track, of course.
Oh yeah.
Sweeping out to the left-hand side and then sweeping back across again. As Mirvold comes back into the game.
Yeah,
he might get back in.
I believe Jesper's going to get one more. He's going to get one more lap, and I'm sure he'll stay out. But Iceman does not give up. Let's put it that way.
Let's go on board with him for this final quarter. Clips the curve on the inside. Look at the car on the way. Oh, it's so close. I thought it was going to hit him. 2:55.
Oh!
He's actually very fractionally quicker in the last 2 sectors. He was 0.25 down after the first sector, and able to bring it back almost a tenth. So it's going to be very close between those guys.
Oh, for sure.
In a race.
4 Cosworths, for 1 through 4, and then a Holden.
We're going to do the Cosworth at 8 as well. So very much a Sierra track people are finding. Just the way the gearings are and the torque of the car. Obviously, it's got enough speed down the straights also as well.
Well, okay. If things are playing out the way it goes, this is the start of Toby Davis's championship run. He needs that pole. So, like I'm looking down at this sheet I got written down in front of me here. I can put a check mark beside the pole, and then we'll wait till the race goes, and then we'll wait and see how fast this lap goes.
Well, if the positions are like they are in qualifying in the race, then it's Toby's championship.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I still, the way that the races have gone, though. Nothing ever goes as predicted. Things happen. So I mean, we got 300 kilometers of racing to happen. So, and we might be getting a little bit ahead of ourselves. And you know that Peter does not go quietly into the night. He's either. What about the races where the Volvo should not even have been anywhere near the front of the grid?
Exactly. Yeah.
And he's up there. He pulls off like 2 top 3 finishes. You know what I mean? Oh, what was that? Who just jumped there?
That was Adam Vaughan up into 8th position.
Yes.
So he's put himself up into contention. That's Veit down to 10th, I believe, now then. Yes, it
Still,
is. So back to 9th. And that's it, Greg. It's only 3 tenths behind Ben Crooks, and Ben Crooks is a championship contender, so that's a superb. 17-0 from Steve Davis as well. Way ahead of the next M3. The next M3 is Matt Clark on an 18-1. 1.1 seconds faster from Steve Davis. That's superb. And back him to do well in the race with his one-stop strategy.
Yes.
No doubt he'll be quick. As Butcher is on a slow lap here. Let's go back to Jesper Torben. He's about to finish his lap. I didn't see any purple sectors, though. See what he's got. He's carried on with the lap, so he obviously thinks it might even be a chance. All time there. But 2 very quick laps in a row from Torborg. He seems to be able to do the fast lap, 2 fast laps in a row, as Davis is doing 1. So that should be good for the race. But that is the end of qualifying. I don't know who else is on track, actually. I thought everyone would have finished, but maybe not. Let's believe they have now. Now Butcher is back into the pits. Maspero is still out on track, but that's... I believe he started his lap after the cut-off point. So, Toby Davis... That's the first step to his championship, isn't it, Keith?
1, I'm going to put a check mark next to the pole, so +2.
Task 1 complete.
Task 1 completed. So he now has 575 points before this race starts. Well done to Toby Davis. That was a phenomenal qualifying. I think Jesper had the pace to do it.
1 second, Keith. 7th place, Ivo Simons, look.
Oh,
and Nixon and Develow up to 5th.
Dweevil are up to 5th. Wow.
Yes,
okay.
Exactly. So they're, like you say, they are not going quietly at all.
Nope. No, well, it was phenomenal. Very well done. So maybe give a quick rundown of the grid to everybody.
So as I say, it's Toby Davis in first. Jesper Torborg second. We will have a formation lap here also as well for the first time this season, just for the longer race, just so people can get themselves settled down. So we have a formation lap, and then we'll have a standing start once again. So starts off the line should be crucial. Of course, Butcher and Davies have been phenomenal off the line lately, haven't they, Keith? So
but I cannot believe it. I cannot believe how well Butcher gets off the line. It's his starts stand out over anybody all season. I mean, did he not go from 11th place or 12th place up to 3rd in 2 rounds ago?
Some daft ones. Some daft starts that he's had have been quite phenomenal. Someone just left the game. Hopefully they can get back in warm-up, because that's another thing you can do in R-Factor, which is nice. And everybody is inside the 106%. We got 33 drivers here today, so that's good. And it's all quite close to the back of the grid also as well. Tomasz beat his brother in end, look.
Oh, yeah.
Tomasz has won outside. He's beaten his brother by quite a long way. By 4 tenths of a second. So the racing will be just as fierce at the front as it is in the midfield and at the back. That's a phenomenal lap there from Steve Davis. I'm really quite impressed by that. 17-0 in the M3. Very impressed by that. As I said, the next low power car is Gareth, and that's a 17.6. So 6 tenths of a second is not to be sniffed at all. And of course, it's Davis, Lennon, and Adji who are lying astern on the grid, look, who are fighting for 9th position in the championship. So.
Yeah, well, look at how close they are again. I mean, there'll be a battle the entire race, I would assume, between these guys.
I mean, they've entertained us all season, Lennon and Adji. They really have. And Davis has just generally not entertained us, just kind of stayed out of trouble and picked up all the places, like the sneaky driver he is.
Oh, I call him the scientist. That's the word. He's just very, very patient and very methodical, and it just kind of reminds me of a scientist. So we'll see how he does, because the M3 is definitely. It just seems like it's too small to be racing at Bathurst, but that's just compared to when you line it up next to the Holden. The Holden looks like a limousine.
Holden makes buses look small.
Yeah, that's true. That's very true. But you know what? I was just actually considering something here. Okay, let's say everybody lines up and everyone makes it through the mountain very cleanly, and you got Anders Nilsson sitting in 6th position. How many spots will he take down Conrad Straight? You know what? I'm putting this out to the chat room. I want to see how much. If someone would put out in the chat room, make your guess as to how many spots Anders Nilsson will make up on the first lap at Conrad Straight.
Yes, I love a bit of sweepstake here, guys. I'm going to go with 4 places.
4? Okay, I'm going to go with 3. I'm going to post that up there.
Okay, so I go with 4. The commentator 1 goes with 4. Commentator 2 goes with 3.
Yep. Goes
and
with...
have you noticed how Ben Crooks has qualified poorly now you've said his name?
Well, come on, man. The superstition's got to end somewhere, man. I cannot take responsibility for this championship anymore.
He won 3 races. He won 3 races in a row, dude. While you didn't say his name.
That's
true.
Is that
coincidence? Is that coincidence? I think not.
Well, maybe I should just hum the entire race.
But nobody's actually out on track at the moment, actually doing any proper laps.
I wonder how many people have practiced their pit in, because the pit in here is tricky. It is tricky. It's very tricky. Ryan, give me 2 seconds with the last bit of warm up. I'm just going to grab myself a drink. I'll be back in a minute here.
No problem. We've got 1 minute and 17 seconds to go. We're just watching the pit lane at the moment as they all file out. I'm not quite sure what they're doing, to be fair. They're all queuing. Charlotte just drove right into the side of Eric's right. I'm not quite sure what was the issue there. What are they doing? Let's try and find out what they're doing. Drabble's in the pits. Yes, they're doing their starts. So I'm not quite sure why they were queuing on the edge of pit lane, though. But never mind. They've all sorted themselves out now as they're all piling out the pits once again. There goes Eric Veit out sideways as per usual. I would like some odds as well in the chat room as to whether Eric Veit will roll the car at this race. That would be some short odds, I would guess. I'd like to hear people's opinions on how likely that will happen. The strategy I think we're going to be is going to be a 2-stopper for the heavier cars, maybe a 1-stopper for the lighter cars, just to try it, because obviously they can't keep up on pace alone anyway, so they may as well just have a go.
Well, I am back, got my drink, settling in for what's going to be an incredible finish to the season, and another addition to the Touring Pro Series legacy.
Absolutely. Just talk us through your prediction for this race, then Keith. Who do you think is going to win?
Well, I'm gonna. It's a tough call because Jesper has the pace to win, and he's due for a win because things haven't gone his way in the races, and he still has had good finishes. Butcher is capable of winning as well. I don't know much about Aaron. I can expect Duivelar to be in the top 5. That's my prediction for Duivelar. Toby Davis is going to be my call. I'm just going out on a limb and calling him for that. Seems he's got his stuff together. So we are heading into the warm-up lap now, and people are just going to need to keep their pace simple, nothing erratic. You can warm your tires up slightly, but just make your way around the track and keep your position. And don't do anything stupid. Let's put it that way.
But look how tight the grid here is as well, Keith.
Yes, yeah, no, I know.
It's very tight indeed.
It's incredible.
It's a big track, but for a big track, it's got a very small start-finish straight. So, but we are starting our formation lap here now, and away they go on their formation lap. Just taking it easy, hopefully, everyone remembering, hopefully, that it's because what people are like on formation laps. They get a bit excited. They drive
I know.
Like, yes.
Like a Rattlesnake Point in ATCC.
Oh.
Had to do two formation laps, and they're actually the laps are longer than Bathurst, I believe. Too we were running. They were 2 minutes 30 seconds or something.
And you drove slow around there as well, and also they were part of the race distance. So you actually got a lap taken off the race distance, which it was people's strategies.
Oh yeah.
But never mind. These things do happen. Happen. They are race drivers. They can't control themselves.
I know, and they get a little excited. I mean, just like us in the booth here.
They do. Let's just keep apart from each other, guys. Come on, just give each other...
just a little...
The race doesn't start until you actually come to a standing still on the grid anyway, so there's no point even getting close to the guy in front.
Exactly.
No need at all. In fact, actually, just pull back all the way and let everyone sit there for ages and cool their tyres down.
Yep.
So they've got some cold tyres coming off the grid. That's what I would do.
Exactly.
We are watching back of the video. There's Łukasz Demelin, who's the M635. He's been enjoying the season. He always enjoys WTM. He does Richard Burns Rally most of the time, but he's been a stalwart of the series. And they are the backbone also of the series as well, Keith. Without them, we wouldn't have such exciting races, I don't think. The more drivers there are, the better.
Yes, oh, for sure. I mean, would you? I don't think people would be excited to watch a race with 4 people in it.
Exactly. I mean, if it was just 10 people, and it doesn't matter how fast they are, they're going to get spread out. So it's essential to have these big grid sizes, and it's great to have the people who attend, week after week, and make it a spectacle, make it such a spectacle as it is, and I thank them for it as well.
Yeah,
And
no, I mean the viewers have been.
well.
Oh yeah, the viewers who have been following along. I mean, the idea is to put on a good show for them, and that's really the whole idea with the Touring Pro Series, is to raise the level of broadcasting, to bring it to it's a form of auto sports that people can get behind and watch, even if they're not sim racing. So that's the direction that we've been enjoying it.
Yep, hopefully, because it's all about making it exciting for people to watch, rather than just giving airtime to certain drivers. It's all making it exciting. So if there's some action happening, we'll show you it. It doesn't matter where it is on the track.
Oh, I don't know if it's just me. Anders Nilsson looks to be lagged out. Can you confirm that possibly? I'm looking at my R-Factor.
But there's no left game on mine from Anders Nilsson.
But
but there is. He's
gone.
No,
we lost.
That's a big shame. Oh, that is a big blow to the race.
Oh, that really
sucks.
We just lost Joan Valls as well too.
3 drivers left the game.
Wayne Reed, Anders Nilsson, Joan Valls.
Very strange indeed. Everyone breaking into the corner. Please stop driving into each other, guys. Come on. Keep it nice and sensible. They seem to have kept it quite nice and sensible. That's good. That's alright. They're pretty much got themselves sorted out now.
Yeah. Now everyone's piled up at Murray's corner. Murray's there, and they're just waiting their turn. It's such a tight grid, though.
It is.
Okay, everyone seems to be gridding. Oh, what a shame about Anders.
Absolutely, and everyone's just pulling into positions now. Łukasz is just bringing up the rear of the grid in 30th position. So we've got 30 drivers for this. So it's a big shame for Anders Nilsson and for Joan Valls also as well. And of course Wayne Reed. As the revs rise, the green lights are on, and away we go in the final race of the World Touring Masters Season 2. And away we go. Jesper Torborg has taken the lead.
Oh, and Butchie's to the inside of Toby. Oh, contact.
Oh,
No, that was a little bit of lag.
Let's go forward to the front of the field. Please, camera. There we go. So we've got 4 Sierra Cosworths at the front of the field. So we've got Torborg, Davis, Butcher, and Maspero. So the starts that Butcher and Davis usually get did not happen. And there, look who's there. Peter Davelaar, right in behind this group, and in 6th place.
Oh, Jesper runs wide.
Jesper's run wide at turn 2 at Griffin's Bend. Through goes Davis.
And Butchie too.
As well. Yeah, around the outside goes Butcher. So Torborg back to 3rd. So that good start that he got has just been wasted by a small mistake.
Very uncharacteristic.
That is
very uncharacteristic.
And now Maspero is right alongside him as well as they head up the hill, over the top of the mountain though. But a great start there for Peter Davelaar, I think Keith, to stay with the lead group.
Oh, I know. With Anders, the unfortunate loss of Anders has really thrown a change into this whole complexity of this race now, because Anders would be right there and headed down into Conrad Straight, could be taking 3-4 positions from these guys.
Exactly. So whoever said no positions that Anders Nilsson would take on the opening lap
Yep.
in the little question we did was right.
Yes. Well, I mean, and I can tell you right now that that Peter Davelaar knows that is a huge thing, a huge bonus for him. Oh yeah,
Let's
Tom
go
Drabble.
Tom Drabble. Let's go forward Tom Drabble on Conrad Straight. He could be our Anders Nilsson substitute. I don't think we'll have anyone actually, because he's just a bit too far back, but he will be gaining all the way down the straight, look.
And Eric Tovite is actually in 8th position too, so he's had a good start and benefited from the loss of Anders Nilsson.
And back in the pack, where is Ivo Simons gone? Down in 19th, Ivo Simons, so something's happened there back in the pack. He qualified very well in 7th.
Ben Crooks locks it up, going into the chase.
And such commitment is needed through there. And
no kidding.
Right up to Davelaar, because he got a good start, but there was a bit of a gap, and look, the gap is right there. really, to have a realistic chance of winning this World Touring Masters title. Just go forward through the field. Tolbo's lost a bit of gap now to Butcher and Davis. Butcher and Davis are checking out. Butcher will not challenge, I don't think, Davis for the lead unless there's a real opportunity and Davis goes off, because they are both Tarred Helmet Racing teammates. There's no teams in this championship, but they are teammates overall, and I'm sure Davis wants to win the title and Butcher wants to help him. To the inside goes Peter Davillard to block from Ben Crooks. Ben Crooks has a little bit more...
look at Travel!
Holding behind, searching. Going to try and go on the outside. It's not going to happen, I don't think, at Griffin's Bend. But
No.
That's what we want to hold it in the mix.
Yes, we do.
Through.
Okay, well,
Here we are,
the Travel is now Ross Dielen's ex-appeal for Bathurst.
for Bathurst. What a shame for Nielsen, though. That's really disappointing.
It's heartbreaking because he's put in such a good effort this season, and to have it go down like that.
Tommy O'Charlotte's up to 8. Eric Tveit down to 9.
Tveit!
Sideways. Hit the inside. Now comes Errol Moraes Mirvo through as well. He's going to take advantage. No, he's not. Right, gets just ahead of him. And there, look who's there. Steve Davis.
Yep, the scientist.
Now, just making sure he doesn't. He's got ahead of Matt Clark. Oh, several people hit the walls. They're all hitting the walls as they come through.
Jesus.
He was up to 15th already. Who was in 19th? Look at this train of cars.
I told you.
Flying through. Here we go. Oh, look at this. Palmer, Oakley, Simons, Brook, Lennon, and Bordeaux, Stembeck. Wayne Morgan as well. All piled up through the dipper. Look at this.
Contact!
Simons and Oakley.
This is only a one-lane track. Oh my God!
You can't go side by side through there.
No, this is a one-lane.
Look
at them.
Look at that.
3 wide.
Look at this. Oh, this is actually
3 wide. 3 wide going to Conrad.
Into Forrest elbow.
Ben Crooks has made it by Peter Duivelar, and Duivelar is under heavy fire from Drabble right now.
Yeah, we saw that when Drabble was around, trying to push his way around, wasn't it? So.
Yeah.
As we see this massive group of drivers.
Holy! Oh no!
Stop it! Can he
No! Oh no!
Oh, there goes Tim.
Oh no!
Oh, Tim Brook's taken out, and off goes Bordeaux as well. Spun by Wayne Morgan as he has to recover.
And they put the chase in for safety.
They did put chase in for safety. But Bordeaux has nailed Tim Brook now and retired
from
the racehorse as well.
Wow.
Let's watch that on the replay. As he comes right down, right in the corner pocket.
And then he takes out 2 others.
That was just silly really from Paul Bordeaux, but that is just, I'm afraid, just the way things go sometimes. Here's Adam Vaughan, way back in the pack. What's happened to Adam Vaughan?
I think he's got some damage on the front left,
he has
possibly.
Some damage. Where is he at? He's up in... But he's fighting with Tomasz Demelin, so he's back in 27th.
No, you know what? If I was to take a guess, he'd got a stop and go. That was... you think that's possible? We might have missed that? Because
perhaps.
That's a lot of positions to have lost.
But Simons was way back in the grid also, so I think maybe there was a bit of not contact, but a bit of shenanigans perhaps in the top 10, in the bottom half of the top 10, top 12 perhaps, because that's where Vaughan and Simons were as well.
Hey Ryan, if you want to head on to Drabble, he's close enough, I think, coming up through the mountain, that he may be able to make a move on Duivelar. Duivelar's right on the bumper of Crooks at this point right now too.
Here are the 2 leaders: Butcher, Davis, Torborg, Maspero. There it is, Drabble just following Peter Davillard. He came sideways through McPhillamy and lost quite a bit of time actually, I think. But he's right back on it again. He's a great racer is Tom Drabble. Through in a couple of events he did at race department. He was very quick, along with his friend Aaron Maspero. But there is Ben Crooks and Peter Davillard, our championship leader. If the positions stay as they are, Toby Davis is the World Touring Masters champion. And he's got another point for leading a lap also, Keith, so factor that in as well. So he's on 576 now.
Yep, let me add that up, so 576.
And he's the only one to lead a lap. As Davillard's right in behind Ben Crooks going into the chase. And Drabble wasn't able to get close enough through the top of the mountain. Such a challenge to drive that Holden through the top of the mountain.
And you remember everybody, we do still have this isn't going to be a quick race. This is 300 kilometers here, 49 laps of racing here, and potentially 2 full stops for these guys. Chris Butcher, fastest lap 2 of a 2:17.3. Toby's going to need to beat that to get that extra point. He
is going to have to beat that. He won't be happy with Butcher for setting that lap, to be fair, I don't think.
No, he won't.
That was 3 laps completed of 49, Keith. And already we're seeing a lot of action, so we're going to be worn out at the end of this race.
No kidding. Yeah, we'll have to stop and have lunch, have some tea.
Oh, look at this. Here is Steve Davis and Eric Tveit. Steve Davis moving his way through the field in 10th position now, ahead of Oliver Meervold, who will be gaining on the straight. There he comes over the crest. I love that shot as the cars come over the crest. I love that. And look, here we are, looking back. Here's Andy Oakley.
Oh, there's Ivo.
On Matt.
Ivo Simons. Oh, nice move.
Ivo Simons takes advantage. What a superb move.
Oh, nice.
Move from there. He really is a
that
racer,
was
isn't he?
beautiful. That is beautiful. Beautiful move. He timed it just right. He knew there was going to be a little bit of movement on. That was Oakley, right? Yeah, that was. Yeah. Oh, nice, beautiful move.
It was a great move. And watch Andy Oakley in the ANZ Sierra. This particular Sierra set pole position in 1988, if I recall correctly, in the hands of Klaus Neidfitz. So the car has plenty of. And Gary Lennon's behind this group as well, just keeping a watching brief. But the best placed low-powered car, I guess you would say, is Steve Davis. He looks inside down into the skyline. He can't do that.
He's got it. Crosses over.
I thought that was going to be in the tyres there from Eric Tveit.
And you know what?
He just hit the back end of him as he went through Differ, I think.
Did he?
Or Tveit went sideways. I'm not quite sure whether Tveit went sideways or Davis just tapped the back end. Not quite sure.
Maybe pull that back a little bit, just have a look, because that was an interesting move there.
Let's go on board with him in the replay. Here we are now in the chase. In the Dipper, the chase.
In the Dipper.
Yes, he was
the
back of him. Yes, he did. But Tveit was so out of shape and so slow through there. Not quite sure Davis could do much about it.
Yeah, no, I don't believe he could. That looked like a racing incident to me.
Here we are now, live. There's Meervold as
well.
No. His friend Tveit right up in behind him.
No!
He
almost pulled. That could have been a Fabian Coulthard. Oh, and Davis, fastest lap. Check mark. For now. It's for now. That's for now.
Steve Davis he's trying to drive away from this group. It's so difficult to drive away in an M3. You just don't have the power. And he's got the Rover behind him, who's much faster in the straights, and also the Holden, which is, of course, superbly fast in the straights.
Yeah, I think Meervold's starting to get he's just calmed down a bit his driving. I think now he sees some cars in front. He's gonna keep the car together through the tight stuff, and take advantage of his straight speed. Oh, look at this!
He's just gaining, and now here's where it kicks in. Right here. Right here where it kicks in.
Right up the middle!
Where's it gonna go? Oh no! Look at this! On the outside of Eric Tveit into Griffin's Bend. That's not going to happen. Steve Davis must be pulling his hair out. Oh, and off the track has gone Łukasz Demlin, involved in contact with Vaughan and Magnez just back in the back there.
Oh no!
But Tveit managed to make a place up. And he hit the wall. Tveit's hit the wall quite hard. That actually damages your car quite a lot as well as you go through the race. And Steve Davis trying to go on the outside. Oh, he can't do it there. Sideways Tveit still. Oh, they're all over the place, these guys. It's lap 5, guys. Calm down.
No kidding.
Not even 10% through the race yet. And Steve Davis is not out of shape at all, if you noticed. Once again.
Yeah, I know. Car's always perfect, it just seems.
Look at Oliver Meervold trying desperately to get through. As Tveit was very, very slow into there once again. He doesn't seem very confident into Skyline. Everyone's caught. Oh, look at that. Now Matt Clark's involved as well. And look, also Ivo Simons still making his way through the field. I fancy Ivo to make a move on the down Conrad now on these 2 and 3s. As he's...
Ooh.
Here he is. He's
oh my God.
All close together. And Ivo's just loving this because he's all slowing themselves up, and of course he's got... drive right past them.
Oh yeah. Yeah, the M3s, even nose to tail, he's still taking the M3s.
Push each other.
Come on, go!
This is going to be quite tight into the chase. Oh, he just about got past.
He just did it.
Steve Davis might just go down the inside. He's going to go on the inside.
He's got a beautiful move.
Oh, beautiful.
Oh, Steve Davis. Can he hold it? Can he hold it?
Squeezes the air out. Round the outside.
Steve Davis.
Still. He has the inside for the last corner, of course, now.
Down in the Murrays. It's Simons.
Evo goes to the inside. Look at the Evo go to the inside. That's a superb move. Goes to the inside. Can he outbrake it? Can't.
Oh, bucket.
Superb.
That's it.
Superb.
Oh, wow.
Look, everyone catch up as well now. Wayne Morgan and... not Wayne Morgan. Andy Oakley and Gary Lennon have caught up also as well. And there is Shell Stenbeck also. So this group of cars really keeping us entertained. This is only for 9th position, but it's like it's for the World Championship the way they're racing.
No kidding. Oh, look at it. Now it's all gonna happen again.
Steve Davis is desperately trying to get a draft off the guys in front to see the head of Evo down the straight.
Oh man!
No, please don't make it happen again. Oh, he's
not again.
Up the inside, he's gonna
yeah,
go.
there goes Ivo.
Can't do anything about it. And through goes Meervold also as well on Tveit. Out of there they go. I love that shot as they come out of that corner on the ground. At the front of the field, just let you know that there's a 2.7 second gap between Toby Davis and Chris Butcher.
Yes, Muchacho.
Thank you. Helps to turn the light on, I think. Might be still on the keyboard.
Oh yeah, I think Meervold's coming into his own. Oh no, what happened?
Made a mistake.
Oh no, here, pull it back. What happened there?
I have to pull it back. I don't missed that. Oh, here we are.
Oh, contact.
Up the inside. Contact with Mike. Through goes. And Meervold flashed his lights there. That's not allowed to flash your lights in anger. So he might be in trouble with the stewards there. He'll be in trouble there. And Veit also sideways once again.
Get edge, just hanging on. Simons is looking to take another spot here.
And here is Tom Drabble and Ojala. Drabble has got way back from the group now, and Tommy Ojala has caught right up to him.
Tommy.
Round 8 winner. And there's Meervold back to the front of this group. What happened there?
What?
What's going on?
No, something's wrong here.
Okay. Oh, here we are.
Oh, there's contact.
Right.
Oh my God. It's okay. What the hell just happened?
I'm not quite sure. Let's go back to a replay. Let's just rewind that back for us. I think Veit was very slow. Veit.
Oh, he lost it.
Sideways. Look at that.
Oh no!
Look at that. How did he manage to? He's completely 90 track look. Right into him goes, of course, Evo Simons. And
look at Meervold. You see that pink thing? Oh, it's like a big pink marshmallow flying through the air.
And Steve Davis just nipped through also as well, so thank you very much. I'll have 2 of those positions. But we'll go back to live pictures now. And here we are with live pictures, and Simons has got ahead of Steve Davis. It's all sorted themselves out. Where is Eric Tveit? He's way back. Where's he gone? Where has Eric Tveit gone? Into the pits comes Andy Oakley. There's Eric Tveit. He's way back. So he's had another incident. Let's try and find that on the replay.
Yeah, it just kind of snowballs.
Oh, there we are. There we are. Outbraked himself into there and spun it round. Oh.
Yeah, and you know, like
2 or 3. Yeah.
I don't think Eric's been in quite a position where with this tight of battling up until this point here this season, and you know it takes one little mistake, and then it snowballs into another, and then to another, and then you know it just it can get very frustrating, and then you start beating yourself up. But it happens to the best of them, and you know, I mean, he's had a good showing so far. Just got to keep it together, finish the race. There's a lot of racing still left to do.
Absolutely, it does happen to the best of them. The champions. Often just that's sideways. Meervold, he goes straight into the barrier, far too fast into there, and through goes Sam. That's 2 laps in a row he's got off there, isn't it? 2 laps in a row, in the same place. Andy Oakley has done a pit stop, so he must have quite a lot of damage, I think, because he's had a pit stop that's had 45 seconds as well, so he's repaired some kind of block work. But let's check up at the back at the front of the field now, because it would help if I could get to the back to the front of the field. There we are. And here is the front of the field. So Toby Davis is leading by a long way from Chris Butcher. They're leading 1-2, 2 Sierras. Third is another Sierra, Jesper Torborg. Doesn't quite have the pace to keep up, it seems, in this race. Maybe he's running a slightly different strategy. Maybe possibly doing a one-stop. But Ben Crutz has got past Aaron Maspero, look.
Ooh.
That's happened quite recently, I think.
And again, this
must have happened on the mountain.
There's another thing that also plays into this race is that Ben Crooks needs to finish 3rd or worse. If he manages to get to 2nd position, for whatever reason, if Butcher makes a mistake, Jesper makes a mistake, those are, you know, Jesper doesn't make a lot of mistakes.
They're pushing so hard, these guys. Sorry, go on.
No, I'm just saying that you know, Ben is a better favorite than Toby to win this championship. So we still got 41 laps to go.
Lennon and Veit have left the game.
Oh no!
Veit, I'm not quite sure what happened to Lennon, but obviously Veit was involved in quite a few incidents. Perhaps he was just pushing a bit too hard. And Aaron Sparrow is just dropping back. I don't think he's quite used to the pace, perhaps, of this kind of league racing. He's obviously far up the field. And it's his debut in this series for this final race. He's done very well indeed, of course, but doesn't seem to quite be able to keep up the pace of the front runners.
Well, I mean, it's a sustained pace.
Well.
It's intense, and it's a sustained pace that's from the remainder of the field, and I think that might be what's alarming. I mean, to any outsider joining a league like this, you can be fast, but can you be fast over 49 laps?
Exactly. And Tommy Davis has done 16s and 17s on every lap so far. So he's been very consistent also as well. Of course, there's quite a few. It's easy to be inconsistent at this track, of course, as well, because with the nature of the track and the fact that it's so long, but also so easy to make a mistake. So watch this battle for fourth position.
Yeah, I can see Dweevelar just setting him up, waiting, but
he's just struggling on the straights, isn't he, with that high drag of the Volvo?
Well, look at it! Come on, to take it through some wind tunnel testing.
I don't think Volvo thought of that at the time.
No, I don't think so either. Oh, we also just lost Tim Brook as well too.
Tim Brook has left the game, and he's had connection issues in the last couple of weeks, so perhaps that's one of those. But Łukasz Demling's into the pits as Maspero, very out of shape, very quick into the chase. He gets out of the chase beautifully also as well. And he's going to try and challenge now Ben Crooks into the final corner. He's going to be from the outside, then to the inside. No, he's thought better of it. That's good driving there from Aaron Maspero. Respectful driving also as well. As we've seen from all the drivers who are not involved in the championship, they've not stuck their nose in places that they're not welcome, if that makes sense. We've seen it from Jesper Torborg, because he's joined the series and been at the front in every single race so far for the 4 races he's contested, but he hasn't done any risky moves. That's just in his nature anyway, but he's not tried not to interfere in the championship battle, realising, of course, that he's not in that particular battle. And now Tommy Ojala has got past. Sorry, I haven't got the overlay on, actually. Sorry, guys. There's the overlay for you. Tommy Ojala has got past Tom Drabble also as well. So Tom is dropping back. Of course, the hold is very hard on its tyres, so he's perhaps having difficulty keeping those in shape. In 9th place is Ivo Simons. He's really... Well, Steve Davis is also in a lonely 10th position. Let's go back and find the next battle, which is Mervold, Stenbeck and Matt Clark. Matt Clark, another guest driver in this race, in the BMW M3, the Rivalia BMW M3, which was campaigned earlier in the season by Christoph Babic. He had some entertaining races at Spa, if I recall correctly.
One thing I wanted to note, Gary Lennon, he had let us know that he was punted off the track onto his roof, and then he had a puncture for the record. Just wanted to let everyone know.
Oh dear.
Yes. Oh
so
dear.
obviously a big incident there for Gary Lennon, and and Mervold way sideways off the track, almost into the wall there, and Stenbeck really takes.
They close right up.
It does close right. Let's go on board with Stenbeck as he follows. As we go, that's the wooden dash.
Look at how tight it is up through there.
It really is a one line through there. You can occasionally make a move down the inside into McPhillamy if you get a good run out of someone part. But apart from that, it's really one single file. Sorry. It looks so dangerous into there, the Holden. He's going faster into there than the Rover. I expected him to crash, but obviously he didn't do. Stenbeck is in 12th position. Mervold in 11th. This is a battle for 11th. Behind us is Matt Clark. Here he is in the M3.
In the M3, yeah. It's just such a smooth car, and I think it really starts having its advantage later on in the stints because it's just so much easier to drive, so much easier on the tires.
Absolutely. And it doesn't have as much high tyre wear as the other cars, of course, as well. And he's desperately trying to stay in the draft down these straights. It's the poor cars. And here is JIG and Lee Palmer. Jay a bit further down the field as well than he would like to be. Lee Palmer is having a great race here at Bathurst. Challenging for 15th position here. These cars are very even in terms of straight line speed.
Oh, and Dweevelar still trying to get by Maspero. He's on his bumper down through what are they? Oh, they're headed into the mountain curve.
Griffin Bend.
Griffin Bend, sorry.
Turn 2.
Turn 2, yes. And he just can't get the mountain curve. I don't know where I got that from. I'm not a Trackopedia like you are, Ryan. Unfortunately.
I just love the track, dude. It's beautiful.
I know you do. I know, but you know every corner of every track ever built.
Not quite, but yeah, I'll take your point. And Crooks can't seem to pull away from this group also as well.
No,
so it's a very close group. He's got past, but he's not got the speed to pull away. Doesn't look like. And Crooks hasn't the speed to win the race. So I think he's going to have to rely on a mistake from one of the top 3.
I would think so too, and I mean Jesper's. It's a pretty lonely drive right now for Davis, Butcher, and Talberg. Which, I mean, it is a lonely drive, but that's what you want right now. You don't want cars around you pressuring you into a mistake when you're surrounded by walls on the top of a mountain, do you?
Exactly, but it's all falling into place with Toby Davis. He's still just did 17 flat on that last lap. So he's still going very fast indeed.
He did have a slower lap. He did an 18.6, but I mean, you know, when you're allowed to make a mistake when you're banging off laps like that. Butcher's maintaining a decent distance, which is very good on him. He's a 3.2 seconds back with Jesper, 5 seconds back of Chris Butcher. Phenomenal, excellent for these guys.
I do wonder actually what you think, Keith, whether if Chris has a chance to win the race ahead of Toby Davis, but if Chris off the track, he's going to go up Maspero. It goes very deep into the chase. We've seen that before. And around the outside is going to go Peter Dable. The championship leader is going to pick up another position and go into 5th place.
Ooh.
Down the inside now into Murray's corner. This could be championship changing stuff.
Yep.
If Dable finishes in the top 4, Davis cannot win the title. That's just the way it is. He cannot win the title if Davis gets in the top 4. And if Crooks doesn't win, then Dable will win the title as well. So all Dable needs to do is get ahead of Crooks, I think, and I think the title will be his.
Well, I would expect Maspero to take that spot back down the straight, headed into Griffin's, just with the speed. Oh no, maybe not. Because
Dable pulled right over to the inside, not to get the draft off Maspero. Obviously sick of being. Well, you can see how many times he was stuck in behind that Sierra, just because he couldn't get past because of the drag. So he didn't want him to get past once again. Of course, that's sensible driving. And he's driving for a championship, of course, as well. So all's fair in love and war. Now
Yeah,
Dave,
absolutely.
look how deep he goes into there, though, compared to the Sierra. Just pulled away. That was excellent.
Oh yeah. Well, that's where the advantage is, and with the Volvo is it's got excellent corner speed.
Great. It's very light, of course, compared to the Sierra. About 100 kilos lighter, so that's fantastic stuff.
Yeah, and now he's got a set of sights. Oh no. To the leaders, Toby Davis has had an off, and there was contact with Butcher. Rewind it. I think he lost his front clip. He has lost his front clip. Oh my God.
He's got a puncher. He's got a puncher. I'm sure a puncher on his right front. He has got a puncher. Toby Davis.
Toby Davis.
Replay. Here he is. In the S's. This is exactly what I thought would happen. He had lost his front bumper. Oh, we're not going to see it on replay. We saw the end of it. We've seen the end of it. The end of it is yeah. You want to describe it for us, Keith? And Butcher did hit him quite hard as well. That was a hard hit from Butcher, but he's got a big problem now because he's got a puncher. And look at he's lost his front bumper as well, of course. He can still make this a 2-stop race, I think. He's just about trying to. He's not going to slow down for the chase. He's into the gravel.
Oh no!
Into the gravel, going to cross the gravel. He's losing even more time.
Oh
going to come through into third. That means Dave Lars to 4th. That means that. Go to the pits, Toby. What are you doing? Go into the pits.
I'm just gonna play this back for you guys here. It's heading into the S.
He almost went into the tyre barrier. He just made it through the pits. Oh, that's unbelievable. Such drama here. Sorry, go ahead, Keith.
Okay, so he comes down into the S is the first part of it. Through the curbing, way too hot. He gets it. You know the tires on the right-hand side?
Yep.
He hit that at full speed, pulled the front clip off, punctured the tire, spun, got into the outside wall on the left-hand side, and as he's backing up onto the track, Butcher comes over, nowhere to go, clips him. It wasn't huge contact on his front left, but Toby carried on. Oh, that is devastating.
And he didn't use the pit entry properly either. So he'll get penalised for that as well. So that's pretty much his championship over.
That is how you throw a championship away. Unfortunately,
who's that bumper on the front on Mountain Straight? What's that doing there?
Toby came out. He still has no front clip.
I think it might be a bit of sometimes a graphical glitch in our factory. It sometimes does that, but I think he has got the clip back on again.
Okay.
Or the wing, as we like to call it.
Yes. Front clip. Front clip. Well, okay. With Ben Crooks now in third position, let me start. Okay, I'm going to just.
If Dave Lars stays where he is, and Crooks can't get past Tolborg or Butcher, then Dave Lars champion. This is how it is at the moment. Dave Lars is champion.
Hold on, let's see.
Yes, Davis's front bumper still lying on the ground at the exit.
Oh wow!
But what Harvick? I just knew it would happen. That's why I didn't put him in my predictions, because I just knew that something would happen to Toby, that he would make a mistake and it would end like that. And he's too much on the ragged edge all season. He's so far ahead though. He could have pulled it back by 0.2 of a second just at that particular corner, which is the most dangerous corner on the track.
Could have just
still been ahead.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
that's unfortunate.
It's a mistake, unfortunately, but there you go. Life is built for mistakes.
That's right. There's a really good battle back in from 11th to 13th with Jay Agee, Matt Clark, and Jeff Dobbing. We've got
Jeff Dobbing's come up into this battle.
Yes, he has. He's taking
The
that
old Jordan.
Sierra. Yeah. What do we got? Oh, geez, I think that's the highest up alpha in the field for Agi. Yeah. Well, I guess is it the only one? I think so.
I think so, yeah, because
Gary Leonard is gone.
Yeah.
Yes, he is.
Of course, Steve Davis is still in 10th. Matt Clark is the next M3 in 12th. Lee
Matt
Palmer
Clark's having a good run. Oh, he's having a really good run considering
Lee Palmer just hit Mervold. Let's just go back to that. Sorry, 1 second, Keith.
Yeah.
Go back to Mervold and Palmer. Oh, on replay, here we are. Where was it at? Here we are. Oh, off the track went Vaughan, that's why. Look at that. There we go. Let's rewind it again, sorry guys. Out of the that section, there is Adam Vaughan getting on the power and just spitting him into the wall, hitting the wall, and spinning out once again. And then
Palmer.
Palmer hits the back of Mervold through, and around he goes 360. Stenbeck also as well, and gets going once again. I think Stenbeck got ahead of those guys. Yes, he did. So Stenbeck managed to thread the needle, and Palmer didn't take advantage. So Mervold just about got it back on again, and now he's going to overtake Stenbeck on the straight. It looks like on the outside. Surely he's not going to do that. On the inside, it's all right then. It's not so bad. But now we'll go back to live view, so we don't get so much lag on the replay. And through's gone Peter Bartfy on Lee Palmer also as well, taking advantage of all that. As back there is Vaughan still with big damage. Look at the side of his car now as well.
Still trying.
He's already had big damage before. But let's go back to the front of the field and give you a rundown of the positions at the moment. Let's turn that off. Thank you. Here we are back through the field. Let's try and get to... Oh, who was that going off the track there? Don't think he's anybody. Try and get back to the leaders. There's so many cars in this race. Here we are. Chris Butcher in first position. And like he said to you, Keith, I will win. So
I'm going to win the race, Keith.
I can't believe you didn't put me in your predictions. So Chris Butcher is in first position. Jesper Torborg is in second. He's yet to win a race in the World Touring Masters, but he's getting ever closer with every passing race. He was second place at Trois Rivières.
And I believe, I will say that he does look like he's got a good shot here. Jesper has a very good shot here if he's on a one-stopper, because his pace is off a little bit compared to Chris at this point. So I'll let you carry on there.
That's okay. David Lau is in fourth position. He is the championship winner at the moment, if it all stays as it is. But as we know with the World Touring Masters, that's just been demonstrated by Toby Davis with a comfortable lead. Well, you can see all the top five on the same straight there, so they're all quite close. Butcher with a 218.3, so he's just slightly off the pace. Maspero is in fifth. Sixth is Tommy Ojala. Seventh is Tom Drabble. And of course, Davis now has the massive problem of trying to get past Tom Drabble, Keith.
If he's going to do it, it's going to be in the mountain, because Drabble's going to be on worn-out tires, and I'm sure Toby will be able to stick it somewhere.
Would you mind going blowing your nose, Keith?
Sorry, apologize. I have a bit of a cold.
You do have a bit of a cold. I know what that's like, to be fair, because I did do several of the commentaries with no voice, so it's quite difficult to talk when you're at a cold, must I?
I know, and I did warn you ahead of time that I felt like I was getting.
We can do without snot in the broadcast, thank you. As Davis looks up the inside of, let's go back to serious stuff. Goes back to the inside, goes up to the inside of Drabble into the tree. There's not much point really looking there. He should have just backed in behind and tried to get momentum through this section, which is very much quicker. Of course, he's got much fresher tyres, like we're saying. And
he going to
be Tom Drabble? Oh,
he's going to go inside. Oh,
that was so close. It's going to be a big accident. Davis just managed to just get out of the throttle in time.
That was where he took the contact. That he would hit those tires.
No! Round the outside.
Oh my God!
Not quite. Oh, and Drabble's sideways once again. Oh, Drabble's holding on for all he's worth here. Just want to get to the straight. Please get me to Conrad.
Please, Conrad, come soon.
Here we go.
I love it.
On Conrad, look at it go. Look at it.
Oh my God.
In the slipstream, Toby is as well.
That is unbelievable.
Davis is trying desperately to stay exactly in the slipstream to get the most out of the draft, but it's just not helping.
No.
Look at it pulling away.
And Toby's going to be
definitely the Sierra is not a slow car either.
No.
And it's out of shape. Davis on the inside. Drabble's off.
He's gone. He's going to hit him. Did he hit him?
Just about.
No, I thought Drabble was going to clip his back end and send him around.
Oh, there he is. There we are. There is Drabble, just about safe.
And now they're headed up the mountain now too.
Oh no, Drabble just has to keep it together down this bit here and just try and keep a bit of a smooth exit.
And then through hell corner, right?
Tyres. He has done 14 laps on his set of tyres though. So that's we are almost a third of the way through the race.
Let's see if he can get him. Toby would not like this if he can get by him.
He's spitting feathers, isn't he now?
Oh no! Look at him close. Look at it. Look at the giraffe.
Right here, it just accentuates. Oh, it's gonna go. It's gonna go straight through.
He's gonna go for it.
It's gonna go straight through. Nothing he can do. Nothing he can do.
No, nothing.
Unless he goes around the outside.
He's gonna cross over.
Around the outside. Oh no! Contact between the two. Sideways, both of them on the exit. Davies managed to get through. Contact once again. Tries to push in front of Drabble. Not going to happen. Drabble holds firm. He can't push, and a 1.5 ton holding out of the way. But
no.
Davies gets on the inside.
Oh!
The inside to the cutting, and Davies holds him off. Drabble flashes his lights. He's in trouble for that also as well. Several drivers flashing their lights here today, which is a bit silly because they know they're not supposed to.
Yeah,
angers everybody, and now Drabble gets out of shape out of there as well, hitting more one side than the other. And look who's coming up behind, Evo Simons.
Evo Simons. Yep.
He is the European equivalent of Steve Davis.
Yes, that's correct. There we go.
He qualified 7th, so he's obviously back into the rightful position where he should be pretty much.
Yeah.
But he was obviously not placed going back to 19th from the opening lap. I think perhaps he got involved with Adam Vaughan because Vaughan dropped back also as well. So that was perhaps an incident there. As you see, Drabble all over the shop. He needs to pit. He needs to pit soon. Look at him. Look at holding sideways.
Yeah, he's got to be on a two-stopper. Got to be on a two-stopper. You're just losing way too much time with the tires like that right now.
He's going to crash it big time at one point, so he's not careful. Butcher is still leading the race by 2.2 seconds from Jesper Tolborg. Jesper is just keeping the gap down between 2 and 3 seconds, so making sure that Butcher is not getting away at all. As he watched Evo Simons pursuing Tom Drabble into the chase.
Well, I'm just doing some quick number crunching here. If we're going to be doing two stoppers, we're going to be pitting in right around now. We should be seeing between lap 15 to 18 will be your first stop on a two-stopper.
Yeah.
And on a one-stopper, you'll be pitting around lap 24.
And Evo Simons ranges up in behind Tom Drabble. Don't think he'll even bother trying to dive inside into this corner.
No.
Oh!
He's looking. Lusty Allison trailers. He's going to get by.
Goes Tom Drabble, but I think
it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Yes, he's just
gets it into gear. And here we go. The Holden Power. Simons is covering the middle of the road, but drifting to the inside at the same time. That was actually quite sneaky driving from Evo, but that's actually perfect driving also at the same time. But through goes Drabble anyway. Beautiful move from Drabble. Very smooth now all of a sudden. Now that Simons is behind him. As they head up the hill, and now this is where Tom is going to start struggling. Simons goes, beautiful line there through Simons, gets a great exit. And Butcher's just about to lap Thomas Demmelin, just goes past him without any problems, so that's a good thing. But Butcher is looking on the line to win this race. As Wade Morgan.
The battle still rages between Dwevalar and Crux. It just looks like shades of earlier in the season.
Oh, off the track! Simon's off the track in the gravel. Just took too much speed into McPhillamy, and they both went into the gravel, but Simon's a bit more than Drabble. But Simons will catch right up to Drabble through this section here, I think. So, just flicking it one way then the next, I think. Drabble at the moment, just driving it on the throttle almost.
Has Mirvold pitted? I think he has he not?
I'm not sure, I haven't seen him.
Mirvold's back in 18th with Lee Palmer on his bumper. I just thought maybe he had pitted. They're doing a run. Just checking on my side here. Look at the Sierra.
It's actually keeping up pretty well out there. He got a great exit. He actually caught up until about halfway down the straight, then he just pulls away again. Look, as they headed. Watch this. As they headed to the chase, flat out down the hill, braking. Oh, here comes Simons at the inside. No, not quite. He decides just to pull out of it. He knows pit stop's coming up soon, so there's not much point pushing the issue too much. I think Tom Drabble might be coming to the pits this time around. Is he going to? Yes, he is.
They're both in. They're both in.
Both in the pits. And through the curbs they go, hopping over the curbs, not taking any notice of the white lines, but straight over the curbs they go. Into the pits they go, and Simons accelerates away and takes position obviously from Tom as they go into the pits. But let's go up front and see Tommy Aljala. Steve Davis is not pitting. He's one stopping here today, Keith. So He has the advantage if he can stay with them.
Let me quickly look at his times here. Okay. His times have not really changed all that much. His pace, he's got his pace. He knows what his pace is. They're 19s. He's gotten quicker and quicker as his fuel's gone down. He's running high 219s, low 220s right now. And if he can keep doing that, I think he'll be okay. But these guys here that just pitted, that was...
He took 2 seconds longer in the pits than Drebel did.
Evil's pace is much quicker, and Drabble... Chris Butcher! Chris Butcher's around!
Chris Butcher! In the same place as his teammate.
Oh, no! No!
Forward to the front of the field. Go forward, computer. There we go. As we go and look at the replay.
He didn't hit the wall. I'm actually watching the replay. He didn't hit it. He saved it. No damage, but spun. He saved the car. Jesper takes the lead, and Chris Butcher carries on. Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Torborg in the lead. Once again, the Iceman just not making any mistakes.
The
Everybody else
Iceman.
make the mistakes. Nice and smooth. Oh, you say nice and smooth. He just hits the wall and exit for his elbow. But apart from that, very smooth. And Ben Crooks is just 5 seconds back from the lead now. And there's Peter Davila. And we're on replay. Sorry. And so Davila is into the pits, I think. Yes, he is. Davila into the pits. No, he's not in the pits. Why is he dropping back? Yes. He's in 7th position according to the things, but obviously he's not because he's right in behind Crooks, look. So I wonder if these two are one-stopping because they've not gone into the pits yet. And Davila comes over the line and that corrects it. Davila doesn't make it move for 3rd place, look. He's got a good run out of the final
has he
corner.
got it?
Going to try to move into hell, not quite. Crooks went very late on the brakes there. He almost dared Davila to make a move. You know how it is, Keith. You can just sight them out, can't you?
Yep. You just come on, come get me. Oh, I can't believe that Toby and Chris in the same spot. That's just.
I believe it.
He's looking. Oh God, there's just they're racing so clean, but it's so tight.
Crooks so I believe that Crooks and Butcher and Davis went off the same point. I expected it, frankly.
I'm gonna win. No, I know they do. They work so hard, but you know what? I will say one thing: they drive on the very edge. That's where a lot of their speed comes from. And being that far on the edge in a race this long is you end up the majority. It's a 50-50 chance you're gonna have a problem, or you're gonna have spectacular results.
He's trailing Jesper Torborg by just over a second now as they're coming over the top of the mountain. Dave Law's just dropped back from Crooks over the top of the mountain there. Maspero is keeping a watching brief. Not completely out of this at all.
And Ojala's still just keeping his pace. Toby Davis is only 24 seconds back of the leader now, which is not. It's not as spectacular as a closing I was going to expect because, he was only 27 seconds back 3 laps ago. No one else seems to be pitting.
I'm not sure that he repaired his car, because he had a very quick stop. Because repairing your bodywork takes 40... So he didn't put the flip back on, Keith. He decided to drive without it, I think. Because repairing your bodywork takes 40 seconds, and he's less than 40 seconds back. Look. And he lost more, he obviously lost more than that in the actual pits and the actual spin itself. So I think he decided not to repair his bodywork, which is going to harm his speeds. That's probably why he's not catching up as quite as fast as you thought he would do, Keith.
And he's doing 2:18s right now. His quick lap of, since the damage, 2:18.4, which is not fast enough.
No, it's not fast enough. Torborg doing a 19.7. Butcher is still lapping around the track. Oh, Butcher into the pits. Butcher comes in for his first pit stop. As up the inside goes Dave Law this time. Going to make it stick into Hell Corner. Is he going to make it stick? No, he's not. Because around the outside goes Crooks, and now Crooks will have the slight edge down the straight, and Crooks has the advantage in the air as well, of course, with the lower drag of the Rover. Look at it pull away as they go down the straight, and Dave Law immediately tucks back into the slipstream, knowing that was going to happen. We're going to try and have a look now into Griffin's Bend now.
Let's go here. Come on.
Oh, I would. Get out of the way, Crooks.
Come on. Well, but here's the thing. Peter does not need that spot right now. Peter's championship driving. Remember, this isn't just a race for position. This is a championship that he's racing for right now. A very prestigious championship.
Oh, sideways goes Crooks. Whoa.
But still, when you're there, you want that spot. You know it.
Yeah.
Tommy Ojala just pitted.
I guess there's what? Sorry.
Tommy Ojala just pitted. Oh no, sorry, I missed it.
He did, yeah. But I think you. I thought you said a Scientologist then for some reason. Like,
No.
Scientologist? Tom Cruise is driving?
Tom Cruise is driving in WTM next season. Jeff Dobbing in
is
the
pitting
pits.
as well, yeah. There you go.
Oh,
Actually,
wait,
the language might be better. There we go. It's better. Everyone can actually read it now.
How clean is that? I mean, these guys have been nose to tail for how many laps with no incident?
And they are on the limit as well. I know we were saying about Crooks and Butcher and Davies being on the limit, but they're over the limit, whereas these guys really are on the limit, and being so close to each other is it's great driving, isn't it?
Is it just me, or is Chris Butcher back in 5th position?
Yeah, he pitted.
Oh, okay, sorry, I missed that. I'll be okay.
It was as David was passing Crooks, so I didn't focus on it too much.
That's right. Yeah, okay.
Sideways through there, though. He's not lost. He only loses about 14 seconds pitting. It's pretty damn good.
So,
Jesper Tolborg's pitting as well. So Jesper's pitting on lap 19. So he's pitted a lap later than Butcher. He might lose actually the lead because he had 1 second lead before the pit stops. And I think he's going to go at least 1 second slower than Butcher.
yes. Let me have a look at Butcher's time here.
Through goes Dave Lara, of course.
And Butcher's coming around.
As out
Is he going to
comes
get him?
Tolborg. He's got. Oh no, he's going to be way out ahead of Chris Butcher, and he keeps him nice and neat on the pit exit as well. So no penalties for him out of there. And Butcher goes through. So Butcher's lost quite a bit of time on that lap, and maybe had a bit of traffic with, as we see, got Vaughan and Palmer in behind us. So perhaps that held him up a little bit. Because you expect with the fresher tyres to be able to go a bit faster.
How fast was?
Wish that bumper would move.
Yeah. How fast was Chris's pit stop? Do you know what the time was on it?
10.6, if I remember.
Because Jesper was 10.3 and 0.3 stopped in the pits is worth probably at least a second on the way out.
Of course, as well, Butcher has to do a lap on the cold tyres. Of course, I forget this. The cold tyres from the start because they're room temperature the tyres. No tyre one was in the World Touring Masters. So and Butcher is closing on Tolborg through this lap as well. You can see.
Yeah. And well, Tolborg's on the room temperature tyres too.
Exactly. Yeah. See, but Butcher's already had a lap to put the heat in them, of course. So. But he's so smooth with as pit time for JRG, 8.6 seconds.
So, Dweevelar is in the lead.
Yeah, because he passed Crooks, remember? And then Tolborg and Butcher pitted.
I thought Crooks was holding the lead up until recently. Oh, maybe not. Jeez, it's a medication.
You might be correct, actually. Yeah.
No, I'm positive.
You are correct.
Yeah.
Yes. Because he did pass him. He did get past him, but then Crooks passed him back again, didn't he, on the exit? So
I'm pulling it back right now to see if I can.
You are correct.
I'm rewinding it right now, seeing where.
So Dave Lara is in the lead of this race, but if he's one stopping, it's not going to work because Butcher is not that far behind him. He'll be around about 10 seconds, I think, at the end of this lap. He has obviously a lot fresher tyres. Through go Dave Lara. Dave Lara and Crooks are obviously on a one-stopper. Sparrow as well on a one-stopper. Tolborg on a two-stopper. There is Butcher sideways out the last corner. He's on a two-stopper.
I'm just going to let you know where the pass happened. It was the lap that Tolborg pitted. It was coming into Murray's corner, last corner. Peter Dweevelar went around the outside of Crooks.
Nice move.
I just watched that. It was textbook. Because Crooks knew that he was quick coming in there, and Crooks defended, and he pulled it off. Beautiful pass. Very, very beautiful pass.
Toby Davis has not lost that much to Chris Butcher overall, actually. I know it says 18.2 on there. That's the plugin has not refreshed itself, but he is 9 seconds behind Chris Butcher. So overall, he's only lost 9 seconds, Keith.
Yes, well, yeah,
so
it'll say...
a lot less than it could have been.
Yeah.
But Chris Butcher, of course, had the spin as well.
Yes, he did. Yeah, and actually, it will say 18.2 because you have to minus the time that... actually, no, he's really closed in now. Oh, no, you're right. It hasn't updated. On the timing in our factor here, it's about 9 seconds that he's back.
Yep. And Tommy Ojala is in 7th place. Another solid run from Tommy, cementing his 5th place in the championship. Steve Davies in 8th, keeping his nose out of trouble. he of course will be one stopping in this race, making sure he looks after his tyres. I don't think I've ever seen any smoke come from his car during the whole entire season, apart from when he was spinning round and round and round on the straight at Salzburg Ring.
Yeah, I think that was the only time. Other than that, I mean, it's just the car's just humming around there. It's like a slot car.
let's go on board with him for a part of the mountain.
Just so clean, like the car just fits everywhere at the mountain, whereas the Holden looks like, you're forcing it down the hill.
He will go through this corner. I don't want to.
When Jesper's right up on Maspero. Oh, contact with a lap car in Maspero. Ooh.
Contact with Maspero. Let's have a look at this. Looking out the chase, I just saw it out the corner of my eye on my second screen. But here we are. Look at these three cars together now. Tolborg, Maspero, and Butcher. Let's just quickly go back to the replay. Oh, we're not going to look at the replay again. Oh, here we are.
Oh, there it is, right there. Yeah, if you back it up just a bit.
I think it's Anthony Chiaroki just coming back onto the track. Yeah.
It was actually a little bit. It was actually a little bit of lag. He didn't actually go off track. He was just slow exiting the chase.
As you go back to live view now, Ben Crooks has pitted. 15-second pit as well from Ben Crooks. That's quite a long pit.
That's. Oh wait, if he's doing one stop, right? Well,
yeah.
But if there's no way he's doing a one stop if he pitted on lap 21, because midway through the race is 24. So I don't know how he's going to...
Well, maybe he's going for a longer final stint, perhaps.
Possibly.
I don't know.
Can't
make it on the fuel, I think.
I'm sure Ben knows what he's doing. We're just speculating up here. We really have no idea what we're talking about.
Unless he's going for 2 long stints and then going for perhaps mediums in the final stint, just because that's his final resort or something like that.
Maybe. I'm going to stick with we don't know what we're talking about.
Through Maspero and clips the wall. Maspero has not pitted, of course, so he'll be losing ground to these guys pretty quickly. Or has he pitted? I can't remember now.
I don't think he has.
I don't think he has either. No, I don't think he has pitted.
Imagine what it's going to be like trying to keep track of 4 pit stops at the season finale in AGTC.
Yes. Hopefully, I'll have somebody who knows what they're doing with me, Keith.
Yes, I know. I'll be actually on the track for a change.
No, Maspero has not pitted. I just checked the lap times, and there's no pit stop lap time in there. So has not pitted. Maspero in 4th position. He's debuting the series, so it's a fantastic showing, really. Just to hop in and immediately run with the front guys. There's Tom Gravel parked at the side of the road.
Oh no, what happened?
What's going on there? I'm not sure.
Gravel. Let's see here. He's in the pits.
Blown. His engine's blown.
No! What is that? That's the first engine of the year.
Yeah, I think so. He was just parked at the side of the road on the chase.
You know what?
I'm trying to go back to it. Here we are.
He probably forgot to put oil in it.
Let's try and find him. Oh, here we are. I'm trying to... There he is, thank you. Damn game. Let's try and see on the replay if we can. I'm not sure I'll be able to go back far enough with the lag. And he's just parked, look, on the side of the road. Like he's just watching.
Yeah, he just...
For a long time.
Yep.
So I'm not quite sure what happened there. That was a bit weird.
He's doing a little bit of camping.
Here's Dave Loss sideways through Griffin's Bend. He's the leader of the race by 7 seconds from Jesper Tolborg. Jesper has pitted. He's on a 2-stop tragedy, but everyone has to pit once from here. That's basically what it is. Everyone has to pit once from this section here. Of course, everyone's on different strengths of tyres and that sort of thing, different tyre wear. But that's basically what it's boiled down to. Everyone has to pit one more time. Dave looks like he's going to win the title, Keith.
Yeah, it does look like he's going to.
Because I can't see Crooks. I can't see him dropping back further, and then Crooks coming up to win also as well, or Toby to win. And he has been superb all season, hasn't he? I mean, for example, in places like Pukekohe, and several other places, he just didn't deserve to be up there because of its high drag, but it was anyway.
No, it was just the consistency though, and that's the thing. Like those results there is what makes it easier for him at the end of the season to take it easy and just sit back and collect his championship that he's earned throughout this season. It's
all about getting that good start, isn't it? Then you can just drive to the good start rather than having to push really, really hard, as Ben Crooks has had to do, of course, with those 3 wins in mid-season.
Yeah.
And Toby Davis definitely trying to make up for mistakes earlier on in the season as well.
Yes, exactly. Well, and that's the thing. I mean, Toby was pushing so hard here. He had done check mark for the pole, check mark for the fastest lap, and goes out early in the race. We're not even halfway yet, So, I mean, I guess it's the pressure that you put on yourself that can sometimes bring out those little mistakes. And I know Toby does put a lot of pressure on himself to do well. Adam Vaughn's just parked his car. He's left the game.
He's had an unhappy time of it, really, in this race. He qualified well, but not had a good race. Jesper Torborg just 6.4 seconds back now from Peter Davelaar. Gap's coming down by around about just under a second a lap at the moment. Jesper just set his fastest lap of the race on the lap previous to this, a 17.8.
Yeah, I don't know if anyone's going to touch Toby's fastest lap. So
no,
he's
Jesper doesn't have the
elite.
pace, actually. It wasn't nothing to do with the fact he was one-stopping, was it? He just didn't have the pace.
Yeah, no, exactly. 17.8. Here, Tommy Ojala's having a decent run. He's sitting in 7th right now. He's 6 seconds back of Toby Davis, but he's got the scientist in behind him. He's behind Tommy Ojala. Steve Davis is sitting in 8th. He's about 2.6 seconds back of Ojala. Just bringing that car around this track. Hasn't pitted yet. He'll probably pit in the neighborhood of 24, 25, or maybe this lap if he feels like it.
Yep, we're on lap 24 now, so the window is open for one stop. Oh, Crooks really hit the curve very, very hard there through on the entry to the tree.
Is Toby closing in? Toby is closing in on Ben.
I'm not quite sure. I think
he's only 4 seconds back.
2:19
3 seconds
in the last lap. 2:19 from the last lap, and Davis at 2:20 on the last lap. So Crooks is pulling away again because Crooks, of course, pitted quite just a couple of laps ago. That's why the gap is so close.
Yeah.
But that mistake really has ruined any chance of Toby winning the championship. He has recovered well. He's not that far back really.
Yeah.
Overall, but it really has ruined his chances.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. I mean, like I said, he's put in a lot of effort into to winning the championship.
I think he's made a further mistake. You
think so?
Yeah, because he was only 9 seconds behind Butcher.
He did. He did 2 laps ago. He did a 2:29. He lost 11 seconds 3 laps ago.
Because he's now 26 seconds behind Butcher. So. And his car looks like he's running quite low on the ground. There's quite a few sparks coming from his car. So.
And speaking of Butchie, he is closing in on Jesper quite quickly. I'm going to win.
He is very close. He's been that kind of gap since they came out the pit stops, though, really.
Oh, Dweevelar's into the pits. Dweevelar has pitted, and it was a 12.8 second pit stop is what it looked like.
Yep, so that's his one stop done, and he's come out way ahead of Crooks. Look at that. Look where Crooks is. And look where Davelaar is.
Oh, wow.
See, Crooks put in a very poor outlap, 19.5. Torborg is 17.8. So Torborg is turning up the wick, I think. But Butcher did 17.5 and 17.3 the last 2 laps. So Butcher is keeping the heat on Torborg.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Steve Davis pitted also as well, 11.5 second stop. A bit of a quicker stop there for the M3. Where has Steve Davis rejoined out? Steve Davis is still in 9th, so he only dropped actually 1 position by pitting. And he'll be looking to finish ahead of Ivo Simons overall, I think. Because Ivo still has 1 more pit stop to make, and Davis has made all his. So we've got Torborg, Butcher, Davis, and Ojala and Simon still to make a pit stop. Maspera still has not pitted yet. Running back through the field, Matt Clark and Jay Adji. 11th. 12th is Wayne Morgan. He's made his way through the field a little bit better than recent races. 13th.
Oh, Toby Davis! Oh no! In the same spot! In the same spot!
Very hard.
Oh, right in front of Ojala! Here, pull the camera back. Oh
to go back to
no!
it.
Oh no! Not again! Oh, Toby!
Disaster for Toby. Back to 7th now. He's paying the penalty for that big mistake because he's not been able to repair his car properly, and it's all made it even worse. Let's go back on the replay and watch that if we can for the viewers. I'm not sure we're going to be able to.
Oh, I can describe it once again. Basically, it's just exactly the same as I described it prior. It's just devastating.
Exactly the same. He recovered and just pulled right in front of Tommy Ojala as well.
Yes, he did.
The same mistake. Not quite as bad this time, but the same mistake.
No, he kept it off the tire, so there wasn't extreme damage. Ojala did make it by clean without any contact with Toby, but just devastating again in the same spot. So that's 3 mistakes from the THR drivers who all practiced and tested together in the same spot. One's from Chris Butcher, who is now leading.
He is leading.
Chris Butcher's winning.
Replay. Here we are. Got a great draft down Mountain Straight. Look at that beautiful draft right in the sweet spot. And 3 comes down. Car's leaping off the track. 3 comes down into Griffin's Bend's position now to Griffin's Bend. And that's a beautiful move from Chris Butcher. Textbook manoeuvre from Chris.
Yeah, very well done.
But when he's spun, he had a very small spin. So he's been able to get away with that sort of thing. Now he's pulling away from Jesper Torborg. Oh, the top of the mountain. Great.
Right, I'm going to win.
I can't believe he didn't put me in predictions. But Davis is now 37 seconds off the lead. So he can kiss his championship goodbye, I'm afraid.
Yes,
he ticked all the boxes early on, but once that mistake happened, and it's very easy to make that mistake into the S's. We were talking about it in the pre-race. As it stands, Dave Allard is the champion by a comfortable margin in the end. So it's all a bit of an anticlimax at the moment. Hopefully, Dave Allard spins or something.
Yeah. That's not very nice. I mean, of course we want to see that for the excitement factor, but that's not very nice, Ryan. Come on. Usually I put the curse on people, and we're only coming up to we're just over halfway here.
Yep, just about to complete 26 laps, so 23 laps to go after that. And it's a long track as well. It's not like 23 laps around Pukekohe. It's 23 laps down a 6.213 kilometre circuit. Now, it's been a mammoth race also, but Aaron Sparrow is still in 5th position. I think he's pitted now. Aaron Sparrow, I presume he has. Yes, he has pitted. He's pitted on the last lap, so he'll be glad of the fresh tyres, I think, Aaron.
Yeah, and he'll be he should be closing down on Ben Crooks. Oh no, not quite. Yeah. He's about 8 seconds back.
But he should be closing. He should be closing, I think, because Ben Crooks is a couple of laps older on his tyres, and Ojala just about managing to get past. Who is that in the Mercedes? I forget because it's a guest driver. I think it's Thierry Petit. No, it's not Thierry Petit. Who is it? It's Cherokee. He's good friend Anthony Cherokee. Just about managed to squeeze through. Out of the race so far, we have had Paul Bordeaux, who we saw absolutely nail Tim Brook into the corner pocket at the chase. Gary Lennon was next to retire. Then it was Eric White.
Oh, no. Oh, something bad just happened. Go to Meervold.
Meervold?
Just go to Meervold. I just caught this as I was scanning through the field. And rewind it if you're able to. He's in 20th position. There, now rewind it. Rewind it.
Oh, he almost drove right in front of Steve Davis.
He was. It was. I'm not sure exactly what happened. He spun it, coming out of.
What is he doing? Just a bit.
He had a puncture. He must have punctured there, and then he's sideways, and then he gets over the crest of the hill, and he's on the throttle hard, and I don't think he saw Steve, and he's almost collected Steve.
Oh, I think Steve managed to miss the wall. That was very, very close to a disaster there for Steve Davis. He managed to avoid it at least.
He was lucky he made it into the pits too, Meervold.
So it's not the first time we've seen a damaged Ole Marius Meervold car this season, unfortunately. But he's back in the race, keeping going still. Gary Lennon, Eric Tveit, Tim Brook, Łukasz Demelin, a DNF, Adam Vaughan, a DNF, and also Tom Drabble, who blew his engine. I'm not quite sure how he did that. Joe Stenbeck has pitted also as well. But here is the leader, Chris Butcher, 0.8 of a second from Jesper Torborg. It's a very close battle, this, Keith.
Sorry, what was that, Ryan?
It's a very close battle. These two.
Yeah, I just got caught in a daydream. But no, it is still a close battle because Jesper, even though his pace may not be as quick as Chris's, when he's behind somebody, he can find speed that he hasn't had for the entire race. And look, I mean, it just goes to show, Chris makes a small mistake, Jesper capitalizes, gets close, and I wouldn't be surprised if we see Jesper make a move on Chris at some point here. That's why he's called the Iceman.
He's just so smooth, isn't he? He's not making any slides. He's a bit like the ultra scientist.
Yes.
Uber scientist.
Yeah. The Uber scientist.
It's why he's the Iceman. And of course, Chris is locking brakes everywhere, and Torborg's not doing any of that.
It would be very gutting if Chris had an off in the same spot again, so he matched Toby's 2 mistakes in the one place.
You stop jinxing people.
I'm not jinxing anybody. You just said Peter Duivelar should spin out.
I didn't say he should. I just said hopefully he will. No,
I
don't mean it like that, of course.
Come on, you're supposed to be non-partial. You're the league admin.
I just like excitement.
Yeah, that's true.
The more exciting, the better. I like people crashing as well. It's great.
Oh, you're one of those
boring
guys.
if they just drive around the track. Come on.
Yeah, that's true.
We like plenty of crashes, and it shows that they're on the edge as well. If they never crash, it looks boring.
Yeah, that is true.
I like to entertain the viewers. I like to be entertained also as well. While I'm sat here talking about it, and everyone's having to listen to me. I like to be able to be excited.
Just get a little bit excited, a little Murray Walker-esque. There's a bit of a battle between Dobbing and Clark a little further back down the field. 13th and 12th and 13th position. Dobbing in the Sierra.
Oh, here we are. Backmarker just get away there of Butcher. Sorry, Keith, just to interrupt you, but the backmarker got away and Butcher had to back off and Torborg's closed right up again. Sorry, Pete.
Oh, no worries. Yeah, they ended up, Dobbing's cleared Clark and is pulling away. Now I think he's on fresher tires.
Here is Steve Davis and Toby Davis. 2 namesakes.
Yeah,
sideways of Steve Davis. That's the first I've ever seen that. Take a picture quick.
Oh, yes. We got to rewind that.
Dude.
Make sure that makes the highlight reel.
Look at this. He's sideways. What's going on?
Oh, there's smoke coming out of his tires.
At least 20 degrees to the track.
That's the most degrees we've ever seen his car get out of shape in the entire season of WTM.
But I think he's caught up to Toby Davis, because Toby Davis has dropped right back to 8th. Evo Simon's in 7th. I'm on replay still, that's why. Coming down to the final corner. He's catching up to Tommy Ojala. Just 3 seconds behind now, Evo Simon. So, once again, missing consistency.
And Mirvold is facing the wrong direction on the mountain right now.
Try and get back to him if we can. It's a bit further back through the field.
Might be a little bit, if you can just, I don't know exactly what happened, but he ended up facing backwards on the top of the mountain.
Oh, there he is. In the dipper, it is. There he is, out the dipper. So, caught his recovery at least. So he's not having a happy race at all.
His car is destroyed. If you want to, if you just, there's nothing left of it. The back end's caved in. The front end's caved in. If you just, look at that.
I was about to say spoiled his beautiful Holden, but then I realised it's not beautiful anyway. So.
Oh, look at that car.
That is destroyed. I don't know how he managed to destroy every single corner of it. Oh, he's out of shape. He's shape again. Sideways. Oh, off he goes. Oh dear. But he's got a recovery, dude.
It was.
Again. Let's get going again as the rumbling V8 recovers him back through the chase now once again. His engine's smoking now. Is it?
Jesper Talborg. Jesper Talborg is looking down the inside into the chase.
Oh, that's dangerous stuff. This is great though, because these two can just fight with free abandon because they've no pressure of the championship right now.
Nope.
Butcher doesn't have to help Davis. Talborg doesn't have a championship contender in front of him, so this is all out. This is all out for the win, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. This is just going to be a battle for the win. And Butchie really said he wanted to win a race this season. And plus he came in earlier and said, "I'm going to win." And listen, I'm kind of rooting for both of them, but there can only be one winner.
And Talborg's not won a WTM race either before, so they're both looking for their first win. And it looks like there will be a first here.
Yeah, the way it's looking right now. Yeah, I know. And Duivelar being on the one stopper. Okay, wait. And I don't know if is Duivelar on a one stopper.
He is, yeah.
That's okay because he pitted on lap
24?
He 24.
Oh, 25.
No,
One or two.
25. So 20. Yeah, okay. So he is definitely on a one-stopper. These guys pitted on lap.
Yeah, it's 24 that he pitted because 25 is the longer lap, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
'Cause
So
that's the exit
lap
pit lane.
20.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, they're definitely, because the pit stops for these guys are.
Yeah, you lose about 14 to 15 seconds in the pits.
Okay. So
Because the pit lane's so quick.
Yeah, and right now as it sits, Duivelar is 14 seconds back. So
Yeah.
when they pit for their second time, which is going to be sometime in the neighborhood of...
8 laps. Oh, they've moved off the track again.
It'll be somewhere in the neighborhood of the next 2 to 3 laps. They're going to be pitting both of these drivers. They'll come out of the pits ahead of Duivelar and on fresh tires. So the two-stopper definitely was the way to go, because Duivelar... Yeah, like these guys have pitted. They're on worse tires, and they're still pulling away from Duivelar. However, he's in the Volvo, and the Volvo really is... It doesn't seem like much of a race car.
It's not done too badly. It's about to win a World Touring Masters title.
That's true. Well, no, I know. I'm being a little unfair, but I'm just saying based on looks.
And Volvo won the race here last year in the hands of Howard Stadler. And, sideways into the chase there. Torborg just about managed to get it back across the track for braking. And last season it was a runner-up the Volvo as well in the hands of Mikael Helen in the championship. So it's certainly definitely a good race car. What's the closest battle on the track at the moment? It's very spread out for a WTM race, Keith.
Yes, well,
What's going on?
The track is generally provides that kind of racing, but also the distance is another thing.
Well, we're usually over by now.
Yeah,
but we're still
that's true.
we were usually over by about 4, 5, 6 laps ago. But this is actually the closest battle on track for the lead. It's only 0.3 of a second. That's why, because Torborg is right behind. Chris Butcher.
Oh, is he going to get him?
Look at this. It's a beautiful.
Look at the run.
This is what happened to Butcher. He had a beautiful slipstream. He's going to pressure Butcher to go as late as possible and not have a narrow angle to turn in. But Butcher!
Oh, Butchie!
Oh, don't go on the curve. Oh, Torborg. That was keeps. This is for keeps. As they head into the cutting. Torborg's just on the apex every single corner. Butcher's just missing it slightly here and there. And that must hurt his tyres a little bit more as well. Because Torborg's able to go 1 lap further than Butcher as well on his tyres. So if he goes 1 lap further again in the second stint, then he'll have 2 laps faster tyres in the final one. It is very fast through there. It's amazing how fast he can go as well.
I know.
It's like a Rouge at Spa. You just don't think you can go quite as fast as you can. It
Well,
just doesn't seem possible.
And here it is. This is where Butchie made his mistake. Same with Toby. It looks like he's being a little cautious, which is good. I mean, last thing you need to do is take a front tire off or something, or get a puncture.
Well, you almost go as fast through there, just letting off the throttle slightly, than you do when you're absolutely on the limit. I know from experience. And here's Peter Bartfly. He's the next guy to be lapped by the leaders. He's in 16th position. Everyone up until 16th has been lapped.
I think. Do you think he's going to get a good enough runoff here? He's not quite close enough.
He's not even getting the slipstream either. I don't think he's going to try and. Oh, look at this!
Look at it at the top of the hill, into the chase. No. Jesper knows this track from ATCC. He knows. Not a good spot.
He knows there's 18 laps to go, and what's the point of pushing it right now? You know. Stay with him. Wait until after the final pit stop. You know.
Yep, exactly.
And Jesper pitted on 19, so...
And
Toby
to be
Davis
fair...
pitted with a 40-second pit stop for Toby Davis.
He took the damage.
He his car this time, yeah.
He did. That's
about the top 8, I think, overall.
And also, to do a quick comparison here, Jesper Talberg's fastest lap is a 2:17.855, whereas Chris Butcher's fastest lap is a 2:17.3, but even after in this stint alone, he's also done a 2:17.3. So Butcher has a better pace than Jesper, but it's not being seen right now.
I think it's not consistent enough, is it? Really, I don't think. Because he's doing 19s now, and it's just he's obviously able to produce it over a couple of laps, but then the next couple of laps isn't quite up to the standard, and that's what you need. You need to have every lap up to that standard, or maybe just go 2/10 of a second slower than your absolute fastest, but do that on every lap is fine.
Exactly.
It's just one of those things you have to learn as a racing driver. Because it's so difficult to make up 2/10. It's so difficult to make up 2/10 of a second, but it's so easy to lose 2 seconds.
There's actually there is a battle going on, but I don't know if it's they're a little spread
Simon's
out
got
more.
past Ojala.
Yeah, that's what I was just going to say. Simons has got by Ojala, and they're 8 and 10 spread apart. I'll keep an eye on the leaders here just in case anything's going to happen.
And they were very close coming out of the chase. Look, I'm trying to see if they could see the move. Oh, off the track. No, well, maybe not, because it's a bit of lag, I think. Actually.
Yeah, a bit of lag, yeah.
That's a bit of a shame. But we didn't get to see the pass. But Simons is up into 6th position, so that's a great recovery from him. He was down to 19th after lap 1.
Yeah, I no kidding. That's a phenomenal run.
0-0 behind Butcher coming across the line. Point 0-1. As they come now down the Conrod Straight. He had a draft before, didn't he? Yes, but let's go on board with him. See what I have to get this time.
No, not quite.
He is gaining. Not gonna get,
he's just going to ease off. He'll just ease off. Take it easy. Just wait for his car to get a little swirly and take advantage. Like Jesper doesn't look like he's pushing at all. He looks like he's just driving nice and clean, trying to be patient.
Pit stops will be coming up in the next, I think, 4 or 5 laps. I think they're both doing quite long stints. There's Butcher for his first pit stop and Torborg on lap 19. So
I wouldn't be surprised if they pitted in together, or well, I guess they won't know if they are or not. But it'll be either.
But surely if Torborg is doing, is that Toby Davis ahead of them?
It is.
It is Toby Davis ahead of them. He's lost even more time then.
Let me have a look.
He only lost 40 seconds in the pits.
He had it. Don't tell me he had another.
40. Must have had another mistake.
He was running. Oh, he must. Yeah, like he did a 2:36 on lap 27.
That was his
2:28.
Sorry.
No, it's not. 3 minutes 12 seconds. Yeah,
wow,
he's
2:36, 2:22, 2:28, and 3:12.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's
he's in dire straits. Look at Butch eat him up as well.
Yeah, Toby better.
And Davis, who came in with such high hopes, is going to be lapped by his THR teammate and by Torborg as well.
Okay, he's got to give some room.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, got out of the way. He just caught them in an awkward place, to be fair.
Yeah.
But it's all gone. I'm going to say a swear word then. But it's all gone pretty much awry for Toby Davis.
Yeah, it's unfortunate, but I mean, that's why there's only one championship winner at the end of the season. It means everything has to come together, and you got to make the guy who makes the least mistakes throughout the season to pull off a championship. And there's always next season. Jesper's closed right back up on Butcher, which is phenomenal. I think these guys, if they don't pit together, whoever pits, like you said earlier, the cold tires, the person who pits first is going to lose a little bit of time because they're tired. They're going to come out on the cold tires.
That's what happened with Torborg pitted after Butch, didn't he? That's what's going to happen. So, because I think Torborg might even go 2 laps longer.
He went deep into the chase.
Pushing very hard.
Way too deep into the chase. Torborg into the pits.
Torborg's going for a short middle stint, look. Because he pitted on lap 18, only 15 laps in this particular one, so he decided to pit and perhaps get out in some clean air, perhaps. Into the pits comes Davis once again. Toby Davis into the pits once again.
Oh no!
Just try and find him. He's in 16th position overall.
And just to correct you, Ryan.
A drive-through. He's sped in the pits. What? And he did it again coming out the pits. He's going to get in trouble for that.
Oh. Well, just to correct you on the pit stops, Jesper had pitted on lap 20 in the first stint. And he's back out of the track.
The longer lap is the one after the pit stop because the timing line is right at the start of the pit line. If that makes sense.
Jesper had an incredibly quick pit stop. He was only 9 seconds in the pits.
Nice. The fastest we've seen is an 8.6. So some people are paying their crews more than others.
Yeah, that's right.
So Davis had a drive-through also as well. So he's way back now. He's back to where's he at now? Back to. Oh, he's still in 15th actually. He's managed to keep 15th position.
Well, I mean,
if you only lose about 5 seconds doing the drive-through because it's such a fast pit lane.
If he's
Davis sideways through the Reed Park.
If he's racing with his laptop in his refrigerator, I'm sure he's reaching for the beer right now.
He's got a new PC, hasn't he? So he'll be using that. So you can't use that excuse.
Yeah, that's true. Well, I'm sure he's reaching for the beer.
And David Law is closing on Butcher because he was 15 seconds behind, and he's 13 seconds behind now, look, so...
Butchie's pace has dropped quite a bit in the later part of his stint, and that's what's... Well, that's
we'll keep an eye on lap
problem.
times that Tolborg does then. Tolborg can put some fast laps in and get ahead of Butcher.
Yeah, and Tolberg's only 3 seconds back of Duivelar right now.
Yeah, 2.5 even. Oh, it's 2.7 actually as they come out of their Forest Elbow. But again,
yeah.
David Law's faster over the top of the mountain than Butcher. But Crooks is in 4th position, and it looks like he's not going to be able to do anything about the championship either. And David Law looks like he's going to be the World Touring Masters champion, taking the crown from Gregory DeGrief. Oh, and
no!
with bit butterfly. He's all right. He's going to go straight across the grass, not lose much time. That's not so bad.
Oh, what was?
Straight across the grass going to go. Out of shape got Bartfire, and on the outside was Tolborg was caught. And
I'm
I
not
to go
sure.
touch the side of him, and then he just went straight across the grass, and obviously didn't lose too much time because he can just cut it straight across there. So
yeah, just looking at that, like I'm not sure why Bartfire was so far down the inside. I guess because coming out of the chase, right?
Locked his brakes.
Locked his brakes up and just went straight. Tolberg. Oh yeah, he was trying to make that corner, and Bartfire just couldn't turn.
And
yeah, I didn't lose too much. Didn't lose too much.
I'm not even sure he lost any time actually, because he went straight across he was shooting across the grass, quick thinking, just to immediately go across there. He's an intelligent guy, is Tolborg.
Oh yeah.
Thinks very quickly thinks on his feet.
Yeah, he's very good. Oh, and Toby Davis has left the game. I believe that's
that's the end for Toby Davis, unfortunately. Actually, Tolborg lost 1.3 seconds.
Okay, that's
with that
considering.
Incident, so he did lose quite a bit. But it could have been worse, yeah, of course, yeah.
Where's the next closest
Even
battle
Simons
is?
has pitted as well. Out of the pits he comes, and Tommy Ojala is going to overtake him. Now Toby Davis disconnected.
Oh, look at that! Look at that! Look at how close they are coming out of the pits.
Side out.
I love it. Headed up the mountain straight. Lee Palmer did the 6.1 second pit stop, pretty quick. But this should be a good battle between Ojala and Simons.
How much did he pay in his crew?
That's what I want to know.
And Ojala just lets him go, look.
Oh, yeah.
Just lets him go through.
That was
Simons
pretty easy.
I think Ojala's on one stop, right? So if Simons has much fresher tyres.
Yeah, probably no point in arguing the point there.
And Ojala doesn't have the pristine car that he had at Trois Rivières either.
No. And Butcher's still out. He's... I guess he wants the tires for the end of the stint, but he doesn't... There he is. He's going into the pits now. Butcher's entering the pits from the lead. Duivelar is in second place on a one-stopper. So this
will take the lead from this.
Duivelar will take the lead, but Butcher will come out with fresher tires. The question is, will Jesper Talberg take the position from Butcher?
I don't think
Butcher's
so.
Into
15
the pits.
seconds, 15.8 seconds, and you lose about 14 in the pits. So depends if he's just got all his settings right as he drops to the floor.
Seems like it'd be taking a long time. 10 seconds.
Not so bad.
So, no, Jesper, look at this.
Oh, coming very close indeed. Look at this. Out of the pits comes Butcher. Oh, he's sideways out the pits as well. He's run over the
he's got him.
line.
He's got him.
Get him. Side by side down the straight they come. This is
what?
Through he goes. Tolborg in second. Duivelar just up the road. Look at him. There he is, just disappearing over the crest. As the cars come down now towards Griffin's Bend. But Tolborg, despite that hold-up, was managed to get ahead of Chris Butcher. Did you expect that, Keith?
You know what? I actually didn't, but he did lose. Jesper's pit stop was 8.1 seconds, was it not? 9 seconds?
Yes, I think quicker pit stop than
But yeah, so he must have been really pushing after that little off that he had with the incident with Bartfire there. But so tight. But now Butcher does have two less laps on his tires coming to the end of this race. So it should be a really good battle to the end, and they're going to close in on Duivelar very quickly here. They just got to make. I think Duivelar is going to do the smart thing and probably give them room to go by. There's still 13 laps left in the race, and there's no point in him trying to hold off for a win here when he's really racing for the championship.
Yeah, he's not going to have fresh tyres, of course, well, especially not towards the end of the stints. We saw how much they were struggling before that, so
Yeah.
The tyres will be comparable at the moment, I think. I don't think they'll be going off too much, but they do drop off a bit of a cliff, in a way.
Yeah, they do. Yeah. It's going to be very interesting if Butchie can keep his head on straight and give Jesper a run for this, because they're both. But they're both racing for their first WTM win.
They are, absolutely. Their first career WTM win. We've seen Jesper Torborg take plenty of wins already in the other Touring Pro Series leagues, in the ATCC, but never in the World Touring Masters. And Butcher has been part of this league since season 2. Season 1, sorry. Get confused with the seasons. So many seasons in these sort of things. But if Jesper goes to win this, he'll see his 7th Touring Pro Series win, race win. So he's looking to rack up those wins.
Yes, yeah, I think that would make him. No, that wouldn't make him the winning most Touring Pro Series driver, would it? Because I think Gregory has that title.
I think so. Yeah, Greg has 1 win in ATCC.
Yep.
Several in the WTM as well, so
yeah, so he's definitely
more,
yeah, and
he has 10 altogether.
Yeah, we've definitely put those together. It is, it is, and that's definitely a title worth having, especially with now the AGTC starting. That's another avenue to win a Touring Pro Series event.
Absolutely. And David Lars, 17 nines on his laps. He's really on it, Keith. He has a chance still to win this race and to win the championship in style.
What? 17.9? He's getting faster.
Oh, look how quick Torborg was through there. That was superb. Watch that on the replay. That was fantastic. Through Sulman. That's Reed, and now through into that's Sulman Park, and now through into Reed. And out of here, down towards McFilly. Look at this, Keith.
Oh, wow.
That is superb. Superbly controlled. That really was fantastic.
It just looks effortless, though, for the Iceman.
It looks like he's really pushing in this stint, actually,
He wants to win.
Oh, of course.
He wants that win.
Butcher wants to win as well. You can see he's getting out of shape. He really wants to win. He wanted to win several races ago. Everyone wants to win, of course, but he was really looking for a win several races ago and didn't quite get it. But the leader is still Peter Davila, and he's still pumping in those lap times as he puts a lap on Matt Clark in his M3. He's done very well for his first World Touring Masters event. Absolutely, Matt Clark. A bit of dent in the front end of it, but apart from that, I'm going to race long battle really with Shell Stenbeck. Let's see what sort of lap time that David Lab produces here now then.
He's coming up to in his lap. Steve Davis also up to P7.
18-0 still.
Wow. And again, you know what? Like Dweevelar's running within a tenth of a second a lap of all of his laps. Like 18 flat, 17.9, 18 flat, 18.5, 17.9, 17.8, 18.2.
I think Jesper though did a 17.5 on that lap. 17.8. Jesper's done the 17.7, 17.8, and 17.8 on the last 3 laps.
So
it is on between the two of the classiest drivers in the field, Davilar and Torborg. It is on, isn't it? And Butcher is right there as well. Butcher is definitely not out in the slightest.
No, not at all. Anyway. And you know, actually, well, now that I'm noticing Peter's pace heading into this last part of the race, I don't see him giving up any positions very easily. Why should he?
Just went wide at the cutting.
Oh, into the wall.
Just shoot to jinx it.
Yeah, of course.
I'm sorry.
Also, though, Steve Davis is up to 7th position.
Absolutely.
In the M3, which is a phenomenal run.
Fantastic, especially at this track, which is obviously they make quite a lot of speed up around this section, but down the straights are so long, you just can't make up enough time. And,
no.
He's just been perfect all through the race. Very smooth, making sure he doesn't make any mistakes, doesn't hit the walls, makes his pit stop nice and clean, take it to the end, and gets his reward for it.
Well, it looks like I believe if I am correct, every single Holden has retired from the race.
Well, that's a big shame because we're looking forward to the Holdens. You are absolutely right. Mirvold, Drabble, and of course Nielsen didn't even make it to the start of the race. Poor guy.
Yeah, that's very unfortunate. Yeah, I know he was really looking forward to racing here.
Absolutely. He came 4th here last year as well, so he's got plenty of pace. David is still leading by 3.3 seconds from Torborg. Butcher did an 18.0 on his first flying outlap. So he's right with the pace of these front two. Let's see what they do this time around. Dave Lau crosses the line. And he's going to set an 18.4. So he's actually dropped a little bit of time there. He went wide at the cutting, of course, that we saw. What has Torborg got to offer? Torborg 18.6. He was even slower than than Dave Lau. Butcher with an 18.3. So they've all backed off the pace a little bit in that particular lap. Butcher gained overall. Let's check in with Ben Crooks. He's in fourth position. A very lonely fourth position as well, Keith.
Yeah, I know. It in longer races like this, it does get to that point, but it's the guys who can really put their head down and focus, even when you're just driving on your own, because anything can happen.
Think about where he was. He was with Dave Lau, I remember, fighting with him until about lap 15 at least.
Yeah, and then he pitted on.
Look at the gap.
He pitted on lap 22.
21, I think, perhaps. Because we were debating whether he was going for a longer second stint, or whether he was two-stopping.
Yeah, and look at his pace, though. He's at like 19.6 and 18.9. I don't see him being a factor at the end of this race just because of his looking through his lap time. His quickest lap of the race was an 18.2, and you got Duivelar after all this time is still pulling off, 17.8s, 17.9s, 18 flats.
Absolutely, and the challenge from Crooks and Davis has really gone out with a whimper, really, rather than a bang. Although perhaps Davis went out with a bang as well, I guess, into the wall.
Yes. It looks like Butchie's closed up a fair bit onto Jesper's rear bumper now.
Yeah.
They've come through a little bit of lap traffic.
0.7 behind Torborg. And Torborg's losing ground to Dave Lau.
Oh, that is unbelievable. He's on fresh tires, too. Duivelar's just on fire.
And just, I've never seen him drive the Sierra before either. I think he'd driven a Rover in all the events I've raced with him in the club events, and he's a newbie to the series, and he's running his
first top 5 finish. I mean, I was just about to say that.
It's easy, this WTM lark.
Oh yeah, it's just so easy. Just hop in and top 5, no problem. No problem, bro. Just put me in a car, I'll do it, man. No problem. Like, it's not like I beat out 28 other drivers or anything. No, it's really well done on him. Obviously, the car, that car seems to work very well at this track, I will say. But to keep it all together for 39 out of 49 laps, or 40 out of 49 laps so far, just got to bring it home and pull in a top 5. It's not easy getting top 5 finishes in WTM or any of the Touring Pro Series leagues. So well done to you for your run so far.
It's really not. And people say, "Oh, I only got top 10," but I mean, and if you get top 10 in the World Touring Masters, you've usually beaten at least 25 other drivers.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just a phenomenal achievement in itself, and you realise that there's in every race there's about 40 losers in the World Touring Masters at least. Where in other series as well, it's the same in the Touring Pro at least.
And also look at the V8s. I mean, the V8s are going to be an incredible league. It's stacked.
The talent there is stacked. It is.
It's just stacked, and that's starting this Saturday, right, Ryan?
Yep, they're starting this Saturday. You can catch it from 3:30. The race starts at 3:30. Sorry, the coverage starts from 3 o'clock GMT, so 4 o'clock UK, and 5 o'clock in Central Europe. That's going to be a corker. Yeah, round Yas Mariner.
Oh, yes.
Track also as well. So you'll be seeing stars Strauss, Rodriguez, Torborg will be there, De Grief will be there, the defending champion.
Wayne Douglas as well. He's fairly new to it. Yep.
And you'll see people like Matt Farrow as well, who's shown awesome speed during pre-qualifying and during qualifying for the unfortunately cancelled event at the first event. But then we saw at the cancelled event, Keith. Of course, people like Lennon and Nielsen outside the top 20 in qualifying.
Yeah. Well, it shows
the level of talent in there.
Yeah, it shows how stacked it's going to be. And the reason I brought it up is you were saying at any given event there's 30 losers or whatever, or not losers, but not winners. There's 60 people racing, so there's 1 out of 60 is going to win, because it is a combined event with the 2 servers. 1 out of the 60 wins out of those 60 people. So there's 59 people that don't get to win every time there's an event.
Torborg is gaining now on Peter Davila. Davila's just dropping back into the mid-18s, whereas Torborg keeps doing the low 18s. And then we can see the three leaders on the same straight still after 40 laps, Keith.
I know. It's incredible.
After 240 kilometres, they're still together.
Yep. It's like a happy couple.
I'm not sure that anyone would be happy unless they win the race.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, it'll be a fight in the pits.
Especially not Butcher, because he'll be teased forevermore if he doesn't win the race now.
I know.
As he said he's going to win.
I'm going to win.
But it would be great for him because he was involved in plenty of incidents in Season 1, and he almost didn't actually get any entry into this league. So he's really cleaned up his act and driven superbly this season.
Yes. Well,
been the most improved driver in this season, in my opinion.
I think we should throw an award up for most improved, definitely. Because
Chris Butcher, no doubt about it.
No, and there's, I mean, his pace has picked up incredibly. His consistency race, and it's just, you know, I think as he keeps racing I'm gonna shut up. I'm gonna stop talking right now. That's it. I'm out of here.
Every single time you do that, dude.
I know. I'm out of the booth. I'm out of here, guys. See you later. Oh no.
Oh, he's got a dent in his car now as well, though.
Oh man, I think I curse people. I don't even know if I should come in and help and join in the booth on Saturday.
V8, yeah.
I don't know if I should. I think people will start rioting. People will show up at my house.
If the internet ever goes down, you know who to blame. Keith.
Yeah, just blame it on me. If you're ever in a Touring Pro Series race that's broadcasted, and I'm in the booth, you can blame me for anything that happens on track.
Well, you know, the whole Ben Crooks thing hasn't won since you started saying his name.
I know, it's true. I know.
And about 2 laps after he said his name, in Brands Hatch, he span.
His ears must have been burning.
Well, it makes it pretty fun for the rest of us.
For sure.
Dave immediately did an 18 flat again. What's he doing? Why is he so fast? How dare he be so fast?
I cannot... Did he just do another 18 flat?
Yep.
Unbelievable. How is that? You know what? I'm not even going to ask how it's possible.
What's going through Torborg's head is like, how is this guy driving so fast? I got 14 laps fresher tyres on, and this guy is still smoking me.
No kidding.
What's going through your head when that happens?
The Iceman is dealing with another Iceman, is what it is.
True.
and I've just...
Dave Lowry's there.
I've got a couple of comments here. Karamadaru, Andre Bogdan has said, if I say his driver's name, who is John Wilson for Zeno Racing, he says I'm dead. So now I'm receiving threats about saying people. And then Matt Hunter is calling it the Murray Walker jinx. Oh, that's classic. Okay, I'll stick with that. I'll be the Murray Walker jinx. I just don't want to get any Romanians pissed off.
They've got mafia, dude.
Yeah, no. So Steve Davis, well done. I'm sure he's just as happy with his result right now as I am for him.
I'm not happy with his result because I picked him. I said he'd come 6th and he's in 7th. I'm not happy.
Oh, and Ivo's not.
Give me the 6th place, please.
Ooh, I don't know if that's going to happen.
Well, I want to win the prediction game. It's not going to happen because Simons is on a 2-stopper, so fresher tyres and a faster car, so it's not going to happen. Yeah. But he is ahead of Ojala, Steve Davis.
Ooh, the gap is 2 seconds. 2 seconds to Dweevil now.
And what that time? Dweevil did an 18.0. Oh no, wait, well, it finished his lap. Sorry. So it's 2 seconds to the Forest L, but let's see what it is now down the final section. Technically, the Sierra is faster in the final sector of the lap, but JIG is now challenging Tommy Ojala for that 8th position. This is the closest battle we've got on track at the moment, so we'll stick with this. We'll also keep you updated on Torborg and Devilar.
I'll watch these guys.
The lap time is now 18.6 for Devilar.
Ooh.
And an 18.0, I think, for Jesper Torborg. 17.7 for Jesper Torborg. 17.7 for Jesper Torborg. 2 17s in a row, and the gap is down to 1.9 seconds.
The Iceman cometh.
As we watch Adji and Ojala together on track once again. They've had plenty of battles to track this season also as well. I think Adji's up for honorary mention for improved driver this season as well. He's been superb. He's got better and better.
Oh
Really
yes,
impressed by
yeah,
the way,
definitely.
Really impressed by the way he's driven that Alpha. As we look back now at the Playboy Alpha, that's what it is. He's just driving a Playboy Alpha, so that keeps his attention all the time. Hey, Playboy! There, Johnny Walker.
Oh, look at that.
Superb track, isn't it?
Look at that. Oh, man.
Oh, that's superb. Right up in behind Tommy Ojala. Great pictures there Jay Adji's providing us. Going to make a move into the... Oh, he's going to make a move! Oh, he's not.
Oh, not there, not there.
Oh, not there. You can do it there. It usually ends in tears, though. And now we see the power of the Sierra. Poor Jay Adji's like, oh, what can I do to get past this damn Sierra? He's got a bit of a draft, though. It's pretty nice, that draft, look. Stay in the draft, Jay. Stop moving around. Oh, he's trying to get the draft off the back marker as well. Look at the draft he's got. Look at the draft. He's going to make a move. I wouldn't have made a move there.
No, not there. Not there. Too late. Everybody, it seems the consensus in the chat room is the Iceman is going to strike. Iceman, Iceman.
Well, it's 1.6 seconds. Tallborg's back now, so he's gained 3 tenths on this lap.
Yep.
So it's going to be nip and tuck. There's only 6 laps to go at the end of this lap.
And let's be fair. If Jesper gets to Peter, I don't know. Do you think Peter would defend, knowing that all he has to do is finish? Well, yeah, I guess realistically. What's the
gap it has over Crooks?
It's huge.
Right
it's huge. We're probably, I think we're talking 20, 25 seconds. So Peter really should defend. I don't think I can't see them. I can't see him thinking that there's going to be a result of him wrecking. I think it'll just be if there's any contact, it's just going to be him driving off track, and then he can carry on forward. So I mean, I think he should race right to the end. Oh, Talberg had an off going through Hell Corner, and Butcher's right on his bumper again.
Talberg, he's got only 6 laps to catch back up again.
Yep. Yeah, he went wide through Hell Corner.
On board with Yaji still pursuing Tommy Ojala. It's a bit close now between Talborg and Butcher. We'll switch back to that in a second, but we'll just watch this battle over the top of the mountain. Look at the speed the Alpha has.
Oh, look at Adji. Is he going to do it?
Reed Park and McPhilliby. Look at this. Carrying the speed through here. This must be so frustrating being so fast in the corners but so slow in the straights. Oh, he's particularly gaining right down into...
It's so hectic through there. Those tires are just deadly on the right-hand side.
It's not so bad in front-wheel drive cars because you don't look up the brakes as much in a front-wheel drive car across the crest. But if you look at the brakes across the crest in a rear-wheel drive car, you spin. That's just the end of it.
And that's what we saw happen with Toby twice and Chris once.
That's what makes it so difficult.
Yeah. I just can't believe how fast Peter is at the end of this race, considering that he pitted on lap 25, so he has now 18 laps on these tires. No, he pitted on lap 24.
Yeah.
How is that? That's unbelievable.
So I was pushing very hard into the chase there. Talbot was just sideways then on the entry into Forest Elbow. He knows he has to get on with it. Because he has to catch up and pass Dave Lau. In fact, actually passing Dave Lau shouldn't be too difficult just because of the high drag of the Volvo down the straights. But he still has to pass him.
And Dweeviller looks like he's coming up on a couple, I think some 2-lap cars. There's actually a battle I believe he's coming up on. Let's have a look here who he's coming up on. Coming into Murray's corner, Roy Magnus and Wayne Morgan, who I believe are racing for position, possibly. Roy Magnus. No, they are not.
No, they're not. Morgan's 10th and
Magnus is given the room. He's eased off. Straight. Maybe they'll use a little bit of the draft off him.
The gap's back down to 2 seconds, so Talbot immediately took half a second back again from Dave Lau. It's really cost him that mistake because he was down to 1.3 the gap, before that mistake. So it cost him around about a second and a half. There's a pace over Butcher, I think, and Talbot flashes lights, letting him know he goes through. But Magnez flashes his light in return to let him know he's going to move over.
Nice.
That's great sportsmanship
very well
there
done.
from Roy. Yeah,
definitely.
Great
Butchie gets a little out of shape, and we're getting we got a comment from Kara Madaru saying that Peter Dweevelar's mother was an alien and his father is Predator.
But Stenbeck's out of the race, look, in 16 position. Stenbeck's out of the race. Suspension damage. I'm not sure what's happened. That's happened obviously quite recently.
Let me have a look. I'll see if I can find it.
because Magnus is just past where he's gone, and Magnus is up into 16th.
You know what? I'm back about 60 seconds. I still can't get it. So
We
I'll just drop it.
we've already got 17 runners in the race. 19 runners in the race now. With Stenbeck out, Ilivanov, Demelin, and Petit are still going. Cherokee is also out of the race. Thierry Petit's friend, driving the Mercedes.
Down
So
to...
it's been a lap of attrition, a race of attrition. 33 drivers started, and 3 didn't make the start. Now we've had 11 retire from the race.
And we're coming down to 3 cars to end the WTM season.
It's been very close. I don't know how these guys are so close, up to 300 kilometres, almost. 280 they've done, I think, now. Which is very close indeed.
Yeah, Jesper's 1.7 back according to the timing in R Factor right now. 1.9 on the screen. But you know what, yeah, like Jesper's really kind of, he is mostly known for his front wheel drive success, but the guy's got raw talent just running through his veins for racing, and I think any car you put him in, give him enough time, and he can be the guy to beat. And could you imagine if Jesper ran the whole season?
Keith, Dave Allard 18-1.
No.
On tyres that are 21 laps old. Butcher was doing 19s or high 18s when he was on the 2-stopping strategy. How is Dave Allard doing that?
I don't know.
And it's not like he's under lots of pressure as well, because he can always see in your mirror on this track that someone's behind you because the straights are so long. That is phenomenal.
That's uncanny. It's just uncanny. But
he's a deserving champion. He really is. He's put in a champion's drive, hasn't he, to end the season?
Yeah, definitely.
He's been patient behind drivers. He's not pushed the issue. He's not made I've not seen him made a single mistake. And he's really, when the pressure's been on, he's really made it count. He's had a bit of a wobble in the mid part of the season. Ben Crooks has pitted with 4 laps to go. Not quite sure why he's done that.
It was a Gary Lennon pit.
Or maybe he's decided that he wanted to pit. He was sick of the tyres, and I think he still kept the position from Maspero. So perhaps he's just going for fastest lap.
Oh, possibly.
Talbog cut right across the grass, which is quite easy to do with a blind corner, but you can't do it too much.
He's down to 1.6 seconds now. He's close. He's really pushing here in the last couple of laps.
Yes, yeah. Oh, there's Dave Lau. Dave Lau went a bit hot into the dipper then,
Oh, look
at this guy.
Oh, it's closing in now.
Yeah.
Oh, who's that in front? Is he going to give some room?
And the strategy is really paying off. The strategies are very, very close, aren't they? 2 stops or 1 stop is extremely close. Sideways.
Oh, Butchie!
Almost on the other side of the track. Almost at the opposite wall there. 1.6 seconds still the gap between Dave Allard and Talbog. So Talbog wasn't able to gain through the top part of the mountain. Look at this lap traffic though.
Oh, this is Pettit. I think that's Pettit up there. He's coming through this corner the way it is right now. I think it's going to affect his speed a little bit. Ilivanov has...
Ilivanov going through, and Petit's ahead of Dave Allard, I think.
Yeah. Ilivanov gave some room to Jesper. Oh, look at it. And look, he should be able to get Pettit coming down the start-finish line straight here.
So difficult to judge this.
Come on,
sideways.
Give some room.
Across. He's going
good man.
1.1.
Oh, yeah.
We have 3 laps to go. This is what we want. This is beautiful stuff. This is what we want for the end of the World Touring Masters season. This is what World Touring Masters has been about. Close racing between different drivers and different makes of vehicle. It's been superb.
Yes, oh, absolutely. And I mean, Peter Duivelar is driving a championship winners race here. Whether it doesn't really matter where he finishes at this point in this group of cars, these 3, he is going to be the champion as long as he crosses the line in one of these spots here.
He will be, and he's a deserving champion as well, Keith. He's drove a superb season. There's several tracks where the Volvo should not have been. His double podium at Pukekohe was phenomenal, and also he's driven a superb race here as well.
Yes, definitely. I'm really excited to see how this race is going to finish, because I see a good battle to the end here. And these guys had a wicked battle in STC at the Daytona race. Came down to the very last lap.
Oh,
so they have some. Yeah. They also have some unfinished business here, where Peter got past the very last lap on the second to last corner for the win, where Jesper took his first STC win. So maybe Duivelar this is going to be some pride right here. That Duivelar is racing for, to keep Jesper behind him.
Oh, I love this. It's just you just see the competition coursing through their veins in the way they're driving the cars. You just see they both want to beat each other so badly.
Oh yes.
You can almost see it. They're pursuing each other, and you can see Dave Lar. I can just put myself in the position. It must be adrenaline it must be pumping through these guys.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. There's no doubt.
Oh, I love this competition. I love competition. I love to see it happening. And two rivals. This is the SEC and this race. I think this is the birth of going to be a great rivalry.
Oh, for sure. And I'm
It's
sure we'll see them.
It's not in the V8s.
Definitely.
But we will see plenty of them. And we've had 6 seasons now. This will be the sixth season in the Touring Pro Series, and 6 different champions. Yourself was the first champion, Keith.
Yes, that was. I think that was my last championship too.
Getting old, dude. That's what happens.
Yeah, I'm getting old. I'm getting more into the organizing and providing good quality broadcasts. Oh, look at this.
Crazy show for these guys, and also this is very close. And 0.8 seconds now is the gap. And he can just sniff the slipstream now as well.
Yes. Yeah, maybe hop on board with Talberg. Let's catch a view of Talberg.
Right on the ground as he heads through.
Oh, it looks like Dweevelar. It looks like Dweevelar's car is just a little bit loose through mid corner when he's trying to get back on the power. A puff of smoke out of him there. Oh, this is going to be good.
He's driving so well. He's driving so well. You can just see it because he's on tyres that are so old. 14 laps older than Torborg's, and they're not quite sure how he's producing this kind of speed. This kind of consistent speed, Keith. He's doing 18 lap after lap after lap. And we saw from the 2 stoppers that they were going into the 19s. Chris Butcher is just a bit further back from this group. He'll be hoping to come together, I think.
Yeah, no kidding.
They head down. The S is in now. This is the S, just that second part of the S is now into the dipper. Bumps right over that curve. Lifts the, it's an unreal corner. Unlike any corner in the world. Just lifts the entire car up. Really are on 2 wheels up through there every single time.
Oh, look, coming up on, who's that, Agi?
Some traffic. That's
Lee Palmer.
Yeah.
He's given some room. Good man.
It's a good exit though. Good exit there from Dave Lar. And this is the 47th lap. 2 more laps to go after this.
Oh, this is going to be an epic finish because Talberg's close enough. I think he's going to catch his draft. He's got a little bit more straight speed because that Volvo's like a brick driving down the straightaway. Oh, come on. Look at this. Oh, Talberg just in so deep. Oh, Dweevelar's wide!
Dweevelar's wide on the grass! Bumps over the curb, Talberg goes...
Oh, crossover!
Dweevelar has the inside...
Oh no! He's got him! He's got him! He's got Talberg to the lead!
Talberg has the lead! Can Dweevelar make... Oh, squeeze at the inside! Oh, the tyres just got... Sideways, Dweevelar! Sideways, Talberg! Out to the last corner! This is the 48th lap! After 288 kilometres of racing, this is what separates the 2 drivers.
Oh wow, and you know what, you can see but Dweevelar does not want to give this spot up. He does not want to get beaten by Talberg a second time at the end. Oh my god, and Butcher's just caught a sniff of it too. I don't think Dweevelar's car is good enough to get by, do you think? What do you think? Oh, this is epic. Is it? This is the last lap.
No, it's not.
It's
it is the last lap.
It is. This is the last lap.
Last lap.
Oh look! Contact! Oh my god!
Oh. Nose to tail contact sideways, almost hitting the camera. Dweevelar through there as they go through the top of the mountain. But can Dweevelar find a way past with that big Volvo and the drag that it has? Look at Butcher just keep watching briefing behind as well. He's going to take advantage of anything that happens between these.
Oh, look at Dweevelar! Oh, he's dancing around. Oh,
no, his tyres are gone. He's not got the pace.
No,
he's got the pace to keep up, but not pass.
Yeah, no, he's got with the tires. He was able to hot lap, but not race with. The tires have just gone off so much that you can't be off of your hot lapping line. Oh, what a move though by Talberg, just taking advantage of that.
He thought so quickly because David obviously came back across and tried to cover, but Talberg was like, right.
Oh look, he came in there hot. Oh, hits the wall a bit.
How's out of shape is Dweevelar? He's pushing for all his worth. He is the World Touring Masters champion, but he wants to ground off this championship with a win.
And he wants to take it.
He's driving.
Yeah, he wants to take it from Jesper, but I can't see it happening. I just can't see it happen.
We saw the last race. Look at this. He's got the bird's eye view. Thomas Demerlin watching the leaders, flashes them as they go by. And this in the last part of the race we had, this is exactly where De Vries went off. He went off at the final corner, but Talberg is not going to make the same mistake. Lowe's is under braking.
Look at that!
He's pushing so hard. Torborg has it under control, though. I think exits the chase. Torborg looks like he's going to take his first World Touring Masters win. Comes down to the final corner, Murray's corner, for the final time, the 49th time. Jesper Torborg takes his first World Touring Masters win, but second place, Peter de Villard, the World Touring Masters champion. Superb drive from Peter de Villard to win the World Touring Masters title. And third place, completed the podium, an excellent podium move as well it was, for Chris Butcher.
1.5 seconds separated 3 cars after 300 kilometers. That's what I'm talking about.
Just sum that race up for us, Keith.
Wow. I mean, just right there, 1.5 seconds separating 3 drivers at the end of the race. With a lap and a quarter to go, Jesper takes the lead from the now WTM Season 2 champion. Ben Crooks, excellent run, rounding out 4th place. Ivo Simons in 5th. I mean, wow. That's all I can really say about it. That was a phenomenal race. And there's Ben Crooks,
a great race,
line.
And it's a pity that Crooks and Davies couldn't put up more of a fight for the title, but congratulations to Dave Villard. A deserved winner, really, leading from round 2 of this championship. He's led for the last 10 rounds. And Ben Crooks brings it across the line in 4th. 5th position, Ivo Simons. That's a great result for him. He's beaten Aaron Maspero. Got ahead of Aaron Maspero in the final couple of laps, Keith.
Yes.
To take 5th position, that's great. He was 19th after lap 1. That's a superb drive from Ivo Simons. He's really matured as a driver over the last year or so.
Yes, he has.
6th
and
is Aaron Maspero. 7th is Steve Davis.
Steve Davis
for the scientist. Fantastic result for the M3. He's very well pleased with that. You can see it in his celebrations across the line. 8th will be Tommy Ojala, and 9th, well, it's still on, 8th and 9th. Look at this. Tommy Ojala and Jay Adji. Everyone up until position 10 has been lapped, so these are the final 2 running in the race. Jay is looking for a way past. Will he make a move? He's gone to the inside of the chase. On the outside is Tommy Ojala. Down comes Jay Adji. Ojala's going to go off.
No, he's gone wide.
Not quite. Oh, I thought he was going to go off then. He just about held it. But no, it's not going to happen now, I don't think, because Ojala has the power to put it down out of the chase. Breaking now for the final corner. Ojala, who took his first win in the World Touring Masters, first Touring Pro Series win at Torre Vieja last round, 8th position, 9th. Jay Adji has entertained us all season long. 10th Wayne Morgan, 11th Jeff Hobbing. I think this is best result of the season so far. 12th Matt Clark, great showing from the guest driver. Actually the second best guest driver in this race, showing how difficult it is just to jump in and compete with these guys. 13th Bart Fife, 14th Oakley, 15th Lee Palmer, 16th was Nikola Ilovanov, 18th Tomasz Demelin, and 19th was Thierry Petit. Just rounding out the final finishers.
Wow, 19 finishers after 300 kilometers is still not too bad. We did have a couple of disconnects, which were just straight DNF or straight disconnects, and then we did have some damage, and also 3 people who didn't make the line. So,
well done to all those finishers, and we are joined now. We are joined now by the World Touring Masters champion, Peter de Villard. Congratulations to you, fella.
Well done, Peter. Well done.
How does it feel, Peter?
It feels great, of course, to win this championship. I'm very happy.
You are. You drove such a superb race. How you managed to keep in the lap times up with such worn tyres? You're doing 18s lap after lap. That was incredible.
Yeah,
How did you manage that?
I think that's the advantage of the Volvo. I think the tyre wear is very good, and yeah, I managed to keep up consistent lap times. Only in the last 10 laps or so, my tires were really getting worn, so it was more difficult to keep up with the pace of the Sierras.
You've led this championship all the way from round 2. How have you dealt with the pressure of leading the championship, or has it made it easier actually leading the championship? You know, knowing you don't have to take too many risks.
Well, I must say, at the beginning of the championship, I thought after a while I had quite a comfortable lead, but both Toby and Ben came very close at the end. So I must say I really felt a lot of pressure for this final race. So I just made sure I didn't make any big mistakes, as I thought that would be the perfect thing to get a good result here.
Yes, you almost win as well. It was a superb drive. It really was. It's fantastic stuff. You entertained us all race long.
Thank you very much. Peter.
Second place in the championship was Ben Crooks. Ben, you put a great challenge in mid-season, but in the end, just wasn't quite enough.
Yeah, it's a bit too late I started, I think.
Yeah, you did make a late run. It took 3 wins in a row and cut the lead right back, but mistakes at Trois Rivières, not quite having the pace at Bathurst, really didn't help you, did they?
Yeah, Trois Rivières was just a rubbish race. Today, I didn't really practice that much, so I'm kind of happy with fourth, but obviously I lost the championship, but I don't think I would have beat Peter anyway.
Peter was on fire. Yeah, you did a really good job. He ended up 86 points back, but Peter just had such a good start to the season that it was a big hill to climb to get back up and get by him. So, but well done, Ben. You had a great season all the way through.
Thank you.
Second overall out of I think it's about 49 drivers. Is not to be sniffed at.
Yes.
And taking his first win, I don't know if we'll get a word from Jesper a little bit, but taking his first win in the World Touring Masters, Jesper Torborg, congratulations to you.
Well done, Iceman.
How does it feel, Jesper?
Pretty good. Now I know I also can win in Air Factor.
Yeah, it's proved he can win in both sims now, and not too many people can say that because people do struggle with different types of cars as well. Because obviously you are known for your front-wheel drive driving, yes, but you've adapted very well to the rear-wheel drive. Obviously, you took a win in the STC and now in the WTM. How have you found it difficult to adapt to rear-wheel drive, or has it been quite easy?
With some cars, it's been pretty hard, but just a lot of practice and then.
So
There you go, boys and girls. All you need to do is just practice, clearly.
Well, hey, Ryan, one other thing I wanted to point out. I know, Peter, you were obviously racing for a championship, but with the battle that you and Jesper did share in the STC race, it looked like it was kind of mirroring the Daytona race. I know your tires were gone, and I could see it was a lot harder for you to race than it was just to lap on your own. You had that off at the chase there. Like, was it just the tires were gone? Was that what it was, Peter?
Yes, definitely. At the last few laps, the tires were completely gone. Well, not completely, but it was much harder to get good lap times. So yeah, I also had to think about that STC race. So, but and once again, I made a small mistake, which allowed Jesper to pass. So congratulations to him.
Yeah, I'm sure you guys will have many more battles in the future. In other leagues and also through TouringProSeries. So it was well done to both of you guys.
Very well done. And now we come to the big story as well, obviously in the final race, Toby Davis. Unfortunately, you crashed quite heavily in the race. Talk us through exactly what happened, because we didn't get to actually see it on the broadcast.
I just lost control, really. That's all I can say in the middle of the S's, as you predicted, I guess, before the race, Ryan. But you know what? It doesn't matter. Peter Duivelar would have won the championship even if I had won the race, and congratulations to him. He's done a great job all season and deserving champion. Very
gracious there, Toby. I must feel very disappointed, but you've taken 2 wins this season, and you've had a great year, and it's much improved over season 1 also as well. Have you enjoyed the season?
Oh, absolutely, of course. I hope this championship continues into next year, and maybe I'll have a better crack at winning the title, but it was always going to be a struggle for me. Well, an okay start to the season and a poor middle, the middle few races at Pukekohe and Salzburg spring to mind. So, yeah, there's always next season. I hope it carries on. It's been great fun. Well done, Peter. Well done, Ben Crooks, and also well done, Chris Butcher, for getting on the podium at the final race.
Yeah, very well done to Chris again. It's his 3rd podium of the season, is that right, Chris, if I recall correctly?
Yeah, but I was kind of gifted the last one.
Not gifted if it's his own fault. Anyway, you're not gifted at all. You're third, but you got the podium position. That's your 3rd of the year. You almost won that race as well. You were so close.
Yeah. Obviously, in the first stint, me and Toby had a bit of a coming together after he obviously went off, which cost me a little bit of time. But it's not. Well, he went off, yeah, but there was nowhere for me to go really, so it's not his fault that he held me up in that respect. Mm-hmm. After the pit stops, obviously Jesper had just jumped me a little bit, but I managed to get by him up the hill. Coming up to the second stops, I realised that Jesper was trying to undercut me. So I just pushed like mad, but he still managed to get me just. I dropped off a little bit, but my tyres came good towards the end of the stint, but I just made a small mistake, which I think ultimately cost me it.
Well done to you. We were discussing how you've been the most improved driver this season, I think, overall, from season 1. So congratulations to you. You've really matured throughout the season.
Yeah, thanks very much for that.
Well done, Butchie.
And 5th position this season, and my trusty helper is Ivo Simons. Very well done to you. You drove back from 19th to 5th position. That was a superb drive. What happened to the opening lap? Were you involved with Adam Vaughan, perhaps? Because he was back in the pack as well.
I was in 19. I switched it off because I think Anders disconnected in the information lab. And he started
I did.
on the right in front of me. And I got a good start outside.
And then you said you 19th after the first lap.
Yeah, and I tapped in the first corner. So
Oh, I see. That's what I was trying to get to the bottom of. Yeah.
Yeah,
But you drove back to 5th position. It was really great. And you got Aaron Maspero right in the dying laps. We didn't see it on the broadcast. How did you get Aaron?
If I looked at this car, I think it was I think he hit a wall or something a couple of times because this car was was not the Sierra anymore. So I think it was almost half a second.
Okay. Well, thank you very much, guys, for being here. And cheers to cheers to Peter Develar. Very well done to Peter Develar for winning the World Touring Masters title.
Congratulations, Peter. Very well deserved.
I'm sure every the driver will agree with that. It has been very well deserved.
Thank you.
And thank you, guys. We'll see you. Hopefully, some of you guys will see you in the V8s on Saturday, but we'll see. Hopefully, most of you in World Touring Masters Season 3. But World Touring Masters come to an end, Keith.
I know. It's a sad day, but you know what? All great things do come to an end at some point. However, to all people that watch and have been following and are fans of TouringProSeries, it's not ending. It's just taking a break.
It's just the beginning, really. AGCC is coming, and then V8s on Saturday. So.
Yeah, and I mean, we're coming up in September. The ATCC will be starting in. So I mean, your touring pro action will never slow down or never stop. It'll always be there for you and our loyal followers and viewers. And we'll just keep putting the show on. Driver of the day, I'm gonna go with Jesper. He put it all together. I mean, I could say Chris, I could say Peter, I could say Jesper. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with Jesper because he did pull it off and get the win today. So that's my pick. Yeah,
I say Peter.
You say Peter? Okay, good. All right.
Yeah,
well, we have to have different opinions. But you did pick Jesper for pole, though, right?
I did. I picked Jesper for win as well, I think.
Yeah, me too.
So thank you. Oh, you did, Eva. Oh, you probably just copied me, so I couldn't beat you. So thank you, guys. Did you?
Almost.
Almost.
Crossed my mind.
Cheers, guys, for joining us this season as well. Everyone for viewing also, and hopefully we'll see you in the near future following another series or following this one as well. Thanks to you guys.